Hello everyone and welcome back to the Digital TCG podcast where we talk about everything TCGs, mostly Digimon, let's be honest, because the card game we all play. But if there's ever news in any of the card games we play, we will bring it up on the podcast. But
Gundam.
we don't really play, Gundam will be the future
Gundam.
one. Gundam will be the future.
Wait, Gundam's 2 months away? 3 months? July.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's June or July, I always get those months
It is July.
I don't even know the card game.
I pulled the One
Get
Piece
in
Gold
there.
Card, so I now play One Piece.
Yes, you do.
Yes, until the rotation comes in.
You
and then you're all-
Dragon Ball?
you pulled like a
No.
30-pound One Piece altar.
He says he plays One Piece when there's a One Piece card sitting on the floor right next to him and he's disrespecting.
It's probably mine too.
It is yours.
Nobody else
I
bought
don't
One Piece.
play One Piece. But yeah, today's subject, we're gonna talk about BT21. We're gonna talk about what we're excited from it, what decks we think are gonna be meta from it, any current decks that we think may just still dominate the format, who knows, and overall what decks we may be excited to play from the set. There's gonna be a minimal of one for each of these kind of category type thing. If people want to add more to it, they're more than welcome to add more. In terms of the guests today, so you got me, Lumus TCG, you've also got the usual guests of Amy, Adam, Trevor, and Shiro. And today joining us from the Glasgow podcast, we have Laura.
She lives here. We didn't steal her from Glasgow.
We also have another member.
We have a Karamon.
Yeah, we have
Yeah. It was recently Shiro's birthday, so he commissioned this to be made by one of our local players, Sean.
If you remember the Belfamon on a previous episode that Amy had, same person made it.
Yeah.
Really good quality.
Really posable.
Like,
Yeah.
Fully adjustable.
It might be owned by Shiro, but it is our joint child, because Steve Borman.
I paid for it as a birthday gift.
really good.
He can give
Might
a
actually
finger.
play Digimon, we don't know.
Eventually, Lara will be playing Game Borman. We're going to make that this video.
Mine's just friendly.
I just be handed the deck again and go, here you go!
Oh, don't worry. Wait till we get partway through this. There's a deck that Adam wants to put you on. We'll get to that when we get to it.
Yes, what?
Shiro told you about it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But no, there's not really been. I'm trying to think. Glasgow was 2 weeks ago in terms of this podcast, correct?
3 weeks.
No, I think
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
I don't like working.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So we've had one locals between now and then. Honestly, I think there was 8 of us in total. Just to quickly talk about it, Lucas ended up winning it with Mervalu. I took Magna as a final hurrah because I was having to give cards back that I didn't own, and everyone else was just kind of like very casual fun decks.
I mean,
Yeah.
I went 1-1, 1 draw, 1 loss. I mean,
I was
You
on,
got the Trevor's
What
back.
I got
I
the Trevor
You
special.
lost.
I was on Millennium on. I got demolished. Same today, actually.
Because you didn't cheat.
Because I didn't cheat. Yeah.
Also, just to quickly say, just because as of filming today, the Glasgow podcast came out. It's been out for 6 hours. Currently sitting on 15 views. Pretty good for a podcast episode, honestly.
Actually,
Watching
yeah.
it later.
One of those is Connor.
Yeah.
Go Connor.
Woo!
The coolest of boys.
The only
It's so funny because Summity is like sitting out the whole time and he's like,
He brought that up, and I was like, Connor, that was the entire weekend.
I'm not gonna lie. Until I went to show Trevor the video earlier on, real quick. I went to go and show something to him. At the start of the video, I noticed his belly. I'm like, I've only just noticed this.
yeah.
However, I did go through the effort. I put effects in that video for him. Like he asked the whole zooming in the place. Oh, I did it.
That's when you get the flames and all.
Yeah. And
So,
Lotus made the flame gifts for me to put around.
it's so B-movie. Like,
Oh, it's 100% B movie.
it's funny as shit.
I wasn't going to a super amount of effort, but I got a funny little image from the podcast when I was trying to edit because he just kind of in the position I was trying to capture to get the flames around his head to kind of get an idea of size and stuff. Was the precise moment he puts his sunglasses on and he's like, "Hey." I'm like, I can't not capture this moment perfectly. So I took it, removed the background and stuff, and then made a funny little picture.
And that is his thumbnail for his deck profile.
It's his thumbnail for his deck profile.
So, Hawaiian Shirt Gamer. His Raw Night deck profile is
No,
out now.
Hawaiian shirt Tamer.
Tamer?
Tamer.
Are you sure it's not Gamer?
No, it's Tamer.
It's Tamer?
I'm in the
Why
trying to see where
did
to
I
find
get
out.
it?
You have it right there.
I don't
right?
know. Hawaiian Shirt Tamer.
Just double
His deck
check. Be
profile is
sure. Like,
Oh, no.
Tamer, Gamer. Corn dog.
Because I know it is because I put it in the description.
I was gonna say, like, just
Literally, there we go. Hawaiian shirt Tamer.
full screen.
But yeah, no, his deck profile is out as well. Go watch that if you want to see a really good Royal Knight deck profile because it got top 16.
My Safagamon deck profile's been doing really well, better than I was expecting, honestly. But yeah.
The Machine Dramon effect. It's like, oh, that deck actually did okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like, that profile's been getting mentioned all over the place. It got mentioned in Digimon Discord and stuff. It's been getting mentioned in other people's videos and stuff I've been noticing. It's just like, oh, cool. Apparently people are taking note of this deck profile. It's done really, really well of a deck that everyone's underestimated.
I mean, it's meta. We already agree. Everyone at this table, apart from you, Lumi, agrees that it's meta.
I think it's got amazing potential. I'm just happy I got to show it.
It's just really high hard. It's not
Yeah.
meta.
No. It's meta. It's just not meta yet.
I'm carving the way for it to be meta.
I'm going back to this words here. It's not meta. It's high powered gaming.
And that's complete
I
utter
feel-
lies.
I know.
I
I'm
feel
going to be
like
honest, if we're about Safaga, it's more high brain powered gaming.
Yeah.
yeah, you just look at that deck and you go, oh, fuck
Trevor
this.
has his multi-version.
Yeah, I haven't finished it. The other cam was just what we were having with
Okay, so let's go into the main subject of today, because it could little take a while.
Shall we do the poll?
We can do, but yeah. I don't know how long it's going to take. If this goes quicker than we expected, we may talk about some things that we're hoping to see from future sets. Maybe some expectations, some things we're excited about, just to fill in the time. But we're going to mostly just try and just talk about BT21 today. It's not going to be a card by card thing, so if that's what you're expecting, I'm sorry about that.
No.
It's gonna be general. What's
mean
in
that
this
sort of
set?
stick-
We did try the whole card by card thing. It just
I fell asleep.
There's actually an unreleased filmed podcast of us doing a card by card for 2.0.
our child.
2 unreleased because we broke it in half.
No, we never even did the
We
second
didn't do the second
Did we not do the
No,
second
we
one?
didn't do the second one because
Oh
we got,
yeah, it really pissed me off.
yeah, we didn't do the second one because honestly, we all kind of agreed from the first one. Like this,
It was so bad.
we were bored of it ourselves doing it. So what are the viewers going to be like watching it?
Which is why we decided, nah.
Yeah, you did your little Scooby-Doo impression. Remember that?
Yeah.
That will never be seen.
Rahihimon.
I'll never
Never,
be seen.
ever be
Adam's
seen.
not Rahihimon.
I can't do it again.
Rahihimon.
But no,
To be fair, you were the one that said it first.
I did say first.
You said it slowly though. I did the actual good
But no,
impression.
so we did try doing that, and like I say, we didn't find it entertaining filming it, so we didn't feel like it's going to be very entertaining watching it. So this is going to be more of a general overall, like I say, excitement things personally from each person. So does anyone? We'll start with the poll because you started doing. You did
Start with the poll.
You did a little
So-
poll today.
So we were down at one of the newer local shops, Reboot.
We wouldn't call it local, but sure.
Well, 7th, because this wouldn't be said yet. 7th has unfortunately closed. You've heard us mention it before. It's closed down, so all the 7th players are refugees.
However, they still somehow plan on doing trading. By the way, they announced on their Facebook page that Facebook is getting closed down. However, they still plan on trading somehow, but no one's sure on how they're gonna trade.
Good luck to them. But the 7th players, they're refugees right now. They've gone to Reboot. I work there. It's great. Sometimes.
Sorry, hang on. Work.
No, so
Jokes.
there's only about 8 of us down today. So a smaller group.
Still
I
good
was
for
expect-
not being assholes.
Still good actually, but I was expecting more because we had like 13 last week. But yeah. In fairness, you guys hadn't made it down. You didn't make it down, and Lucas didn't make it down. So that's only like one person
And then
missing.
Will.
Wasn't down either.
Kid
Lara
Bucket
wasn't down
One.
last week either, though. I'm going like who off last
okay.
We don't.
week. Yeah.
I was working.
Yeah.
But so I did a poll. I asked one question. If you had to pick one deck out of BT21, what's getting support? Like either a new deck coming out, a new type altogether, or older decks getting support. What do you think will do best out of that pool of cards? I got some interesting answers back. So I've asked everyone at this table as well. So we're included. So I got 1 vote for red hybrids. That it would be the
You say you
best.
was did you put your own vote in?
I put my own vote in. As
Alright.
well. You'll know.
Oh yeah, you did. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just remembered it. Yep.
Hi,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, I just remembered it.
Yeah, the highest voted thing for a while, it's now tied, was Megidramon? I don't know why.
We'll see how that goes.
People really are banking on the Magidramon support.
I did play against Magidramon with like proxies for this set, and it did seem to be doing quite a bit, but I don't feel it was enough.
Yeah, well, that was 2 votes for Magidramon. And that was really early on as well in the poll, and I was very surprised. We've got 2 votes for Shine.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Two very guilty people over here.
We got 1 vote for Galacticamon. 1 vote for Machinedramon.
That could be.
1 vote for Cross.
Yeah.
Crossheart. 1 vote for Gallant, because it does get some Magidramon stuff, and it does the promo Gallant, which could be pretty decent.
Plus the puppets.
And then 2 vote for Adventure. I'm very surprised that there wasn't other answers given.
I've been told
Honestly,
I
like,
nailed
there's
it.
a few that can set up at the top, like, but like, if you have to choose the one you think's going to do the best, you only have 1 vote in it, right?
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's Gallant.
Yeah, honestly, like, I feel like with the small amount of support Gallant even gets from it, I still think it reigns quite supreme compared to a lot of
I don't
decks.
think anything on this list can actually.
I think the
give
best
you
thing
anything.
Gallant does get is the promo
The
Gallant.
promo Gallant is one of the best things.
The card's good too.
The auction card as well. The what's it called? The Digimon I created.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There it is. Cute artwork as well. It's absolutely.
It's so
It's
adorable.
adorable. But yeah, that's what. So obviously that's only about a third of the players in our local area like old.
Yeah, because honestly, you're really not including, like, say, a little bit of the 7th, and you're not including majority of the people that got DS.
Yeah.
Considering you only started the poll today, so it was very limited.
Yeah, I just decided to do it today. I was like, this would be a great idea.
That's a great opportunity for the podcast.
Yeah. So that gives a wee bit of insight into what people in our local sort of community somewhat think is going to do quite well.
So
I agree with some.
It shows me again.
Both. I think it was Connor and I want to say Sean. Yeah, Connor and
really
Sean
weird.
both said
Sean's
Magidra.
the one I played against with the proxies, testing out the new stuff. And
Nah,
like,
yeah.
as I say, I was playing
Oh,
Angels, and it was just.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a
constant
rather
rigor.
confusing sight when we walk into Reboot today, and I just see Sean playing. He's wearing a flippin' sailor.
Yeah,
like-
he got
he
a
likes
lot
a lot
of
of
fish
fish.
stuff. So nice playing fish.
I think
Like,
Megadramon's gonna be with Chaosmon was this set. It's just gonna be cheap to make. And
Look, this one is very solid.
It was
with
like
the
it's solid, but it's
That's what I
like
mean, it's solid, and it's gonna be cheap to make, so a lot of people will be playing it.
I also kind of feel like, honestly, I think on the Digimon and like some of the other, like, a lot of the part purple Gallant stuff that's come out recently, I feel like it might be really easy for Gallant to start building into a start like Milliard.
the issue I found with the new Magidramon stuff, that I don't like. It doesn't mill your opponent's deck. Like this new Magidramon stuff only mills your own deck.
Yeah,
The older stuff mills both.
it takes away, what is it, parity or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
you're always milling quicker than your opponent, and then you mill yourself.
I assume that's to sort of balance it out to try and get away from the deck out
Yeah.
products, because like people really were hating on it when it was first about with the first.
Yeah, like mill 5 with the old EX3 Magidramon was pretty bad.
It'll be very strong because the Axe antibody line is really good.
So,
That's what the consensus was. It was like, oh, you go use the EX8 X antibody line, so it must be good.
so let's start going with decks. One thing I just want to quickly talk about, just in case it doesn't anything, just because it does make its first appearance. I want to talk about Atmon real quick.
Oh,
I just want to give them
Atmon is
a
interesting.
good discussion.
Honestly, if Gallant wasn't about Atmon, probably would have been the next pick, because I've noticed there's a lot of stuff missing once per turn in Atmon.
So, like any votes for that one?
Honestly, here's the thing about Atmon. I don't think it's very easy to like. If,
gonna be
if
high
it
roller.
was any other deck, you could probably confidently go because how you know how the game works. Build up a line, do this, do that.
Yeah, you
you
can
could probably
see it
you could
more.
confidently say like, yeah, I feel like this deck could do good with these. Atmon's kind of breaking how
it's
the
very
game.
You can't
toolboxy.
visualize
It's
how it's
very,
gonna play.
very like.
It's not just what I'm saying. It's like it's breaking the game in the set. Not breaking like oh, it's
Yeah.
it's absolutely amazing. It's like linked to then app views and stuff like
Yeah.
it's changing the game and how a deck kind of works. It's one of these unique type decks, which I think because that kind of brings a lot of unknowns of like, okay, because
Exactly how it interact with other decks.
how it interact with other decks, what a ratio is going to be like and stuff, because obviously you can't do your standard stuff, where, because like the deck's going to be multiple colors. In theory, to make your most optimal and cheapest line up, you need 2 rookies, 2 level 4s, 2 level 5s to make you level 6 instead to go all the way up.
How fast it's going to be, because realistically as well, you don't have access, because it is multicolored, like you say, you don't have access to trainings, scrambles, boosts. The best you have is they have
Depends
a
on-
option card.
I was gonna say it all probably depends on the boost, because we are getting the rest of the dual colored ones. So it depends on boosts. Boost might be okay.
Not really, because the color scheme is
It's so vast,
wide.
yeah.
It's like
It's-
red, black, green.
Red, black, green, purple. There's yellow in it.
Like,
There's basically every color. That's what we're
Everything
saying, right?
but blue.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the red is going to be the main base of it, which is probably
red's
helpful.
red is kind of like the main thing. Yeah.
But the egg's green. Trevor.
Yeah.
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 Meaning you'd play like green now.
Well, no, because then you can't.
You can't grab half of your app stuff, yeah.
Okay,
have-
they're getting a tamer. The level 6 is secret rare, which could influence the deck and stuff.
Honestly, I think the level 6 in the deck is quite interesting, because it is one of the ones that don't have the once per turn, which is
one thing to clarify and stuff, just to get the information out there. The way they're acting with how app views is, it sounds very much like DNA, and kind of a way. If you want to process that way, you kind of think of it like it's 2 level 3s make a level 4.
But it's
But
not the same
it's
ruling.
not actually DNA.
We found this out. I found this out.
Yeah, it's not actual DNA. It's just acting like a DNA mechanic. So you don't refresh your effects. You don't get a whole new attack. It's not a new body. That
So it doesn't take away summon sickness?
No,
it
no,
does
it
not
still
take-
has
Good
something
to know, good
thickness.
to know.
It
Yeah.
still has all of the
It acts like DNA without the benefits of DNA.
it has all the characteristics of
DNA at home.
whatever the Digimon was
Yeah.
before, as well. It's not even. We say it is like DNA. It's not. It's just like it's more like a Digicross rather than a DNA.
DNA at home?
Kind of, yeah, almost Digicrossy. But no, it is a whole like new mechanic.
Yeah.
Can it swing?
We can't swing. It still
It
doesn't
can't
really
swing if it's been played that turn, and it can't swing if it's already swung.
Yeah, it doesn't get rush or anything.
My question is, like, you said sort of your 2-3s make a 4. Does it work like you have the 2-3s in the board?
No. So
No.
you have 1 free on the board. So we're gonna use.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious.
We're
You have
gonna-
a
we're gonna use-
3,
we're gonna
and
use
then you have a
Gachimon
3
here.
look.
Oh, okay.
So you say you've got Gachimon here on the board, the main level
Yeah.
3, like the actual guy that's actually the main Digimon of the.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of my word.
Tag.
Yeah, the protagonist Digimon.
The
Then
rookie. The
what-
rookie you're going to use.
And then he goes into
Dogachimon.
Dogachimon, which is around here somewhere. There he is.
Okay.
Dogachimon. So he goes into this guy.
Particulars.
But
So you
this
can
is
see the requirements
So
of
this is
Black
app
Rock.
fuse Gachimon and Navimon and Tweetmon. So you only need 2 such cards linked together. So if you've got Gachimon on board and then you've got a Navimon in hand, you pay the link cost, which for rookies is 1. You link that to Gachimon,
Then
and then at that point you can use the black text box to app fuse, which you take the Navimon, you put it on top of Gachimon, and then you put Dogachu on top of that.
Right, okay. I think it'd be interesting. It does sound
If
interesting.
you want more clarification, East has a great video out
Yes,
right now
he
that's
does.
really actually very, very point by point.
Can I-
It's actually really good.
Point out
I
one
sent it
thing
to
that
you.
you
You never
said
watched
so
it.
far.
Yeah.
Most of the main line
I
has
know, I
red on it.
Yes, the main line has all red. So Gachimon's entire line has red. Navimon himself is green though.
Navimon is green, Timemon is black. The other level 4 that combines with Dogachimon to make the level 5 is black. The other level 4s
there's
are
not-
yellow and purple. There's also a yellow level 3 and a black level 3 and a purple level 3. There is a purple black level 5 that is combined with the purple and yellow level 4.
Right, okay, yeah, we're getting way too into yeah.
That's what I mean about the colors being
Yeah.
so light.
We'll just we'll figure out something with that at some point down the line.
But I am very excited for Atmon. I plan on building it.
And then it all turns into white red.
I really like this card because of the fact that it's
Ready?
What
well,
about
they've actually added once per turn. Almost originally when they revealed it, that didn't have once per turn on
So he's talking
No,
about
your turn was always once per turn.
so he's talking about
The when
Gaia.
attacking, when digivolving.
it. Oh, sorry, it's the one attacking when Digivolving is not once per turn. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, but no. So, like I say, even if no one's excited about it, I did feel like just because it's brand new to the card game, I did feel like this deck deserves a little bit of discussion.
I'm not gonna lie, Adam might want to build it, but I've been very intrigued by it.
I know-
If we get enough. Oh yeah, the 5 of us have went in, not including Lumi. The 5 of us. He just gets to be.
Lumi Nation to donate more.
Link in the description. Get more subscribers for me. Yay.
We have gone in on a case of BT21, so we should be getting everything we want. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
Don't crush
I
your
have like I know you're building.
Amy,
Yeah,
I know. I've been interested in that one, but like I've been interested more not of building it, more like I want to see where this goes, how it all works.
I feel like it's a lot like Yu-Gi-Oh! Polymerization and fusioning and stuff, and that's kind of what attracts me to it.
the way I see it, the last time like a new mechanic came into the game, in terms of like the way I think of it, last time it was Digicross, right? I never really got into any of the Digicross.
Aces was the last
I'm
one.
talking about like this kind of thing.
Yeah, but
Digivolving and a unique one.
Yeah,
Cross heart.
Blasty, I guess.
Careful with the table, 'cause any vibrations go to the mic.
Yeah.
the
That's why I
last
keep, that's why
Yeah.
I keep blocking his hands.
the last time was Digicrossing, and I never really got into any of the decks
I don't
that
like
did
Digicross.
Digicrossing. I've gone recently into Millenniumon, which is a like DNA plus
Yeah,
Digicrossing.
Like
I
one.
mean, technically, you've played. I mean, I know we're going to talk about it later, but
Yeah.
you have played a little bit of Galacticmon in its current state before 21, which does have some Digicrossing as well.
It has some, but I wouldn't really.
Two
I
cards,
wouldn't really
and then
think of
nothing
it.
in the new set has Digicross.
Yeah, I wouldn't really think of it that
It
way.
is more of a Digivolve deck. It's just
Oh,
like
100%. I'm just saying it
weird.
has it in.
I've played decks that have it in it, but the only one recently that I've gone into is Millenniumon that has it as like a sort of a through line in a lot of its cards. I never really got into Digicross. I never liked Crossheart. I never liked Blue Flare. I never liked Dark Knight. Was kind of interested, but I never got into it.
Purple good stuff.
I quite
Um,
like Shoutmon as a deck, but like I didn't like Digicross, which is kind
Yeah,
of
there was-
Hunter?
There was. I never really got into Hunters. I tried it, and I couldn't. Like I just didn't like Digicrossing very much at all. But like this seems a way cooler to me. Like just, I like the idea of linking. I like that it's a new mechanic, and I think it's gonna be really
Podcast, by the
fun.
way, is Adam just talking.
It's all I was talking about, kind of around here. But no, one of the things I do kind of like as well, like we kind of called it early on, right, with the comic, where there was that Digimon that
It
had,
Oh,
like an
yeah,
app
yeah.
on.
had the Appmon things on it. It's like,
It had the
oh, they
App
had
link, yeah.
start bringing us Appmon, and next thing we know, in the card game, we're starting to get Appmon stuff.
It was
Yeah.
like the app tail. It was like a plug-in
Yeah.
tail. Yeah.
I feel like it was always inevitable we were gonna get Appmon.
Yeah.
We were just wondering how they would do it, and the way they're doing it is actually pretty cool.
It does seem interesting because it's not inheritables either. It's like app links, so they can't be like trashed by things. It's going to be strange to see how it plays out.
Yeah, because it's not
Yeah,
counted
it's
as a
nice,
sort
like
of.
facts.
Yeah, it's not quite as a devolution store. So.
However, it does work though, just for clarification as well, information-wise. So, say we'll use Gachimon again, and then you link Navimon to him. Then, say you naturally digivolve that Gachimon up to say a Greymon because he's red. Because that Navimon's link requirement is no longer met, because it can't link to a Greymon,
It falls off.
It falls off to the trash.
Ooh, that's
So you-
actually interesting to know.
So they
It really, really does change how that deck's built. Actually, just thinking about it.
You can't spread out to other like general
Yeah.
good stuff. It has
Yeah.
to be Appmon related.
it does.
I like it.
So, we're just going to use the eggs here to start talking, because I'm pretty sure almost majority of the eggs here, there's at least a deck someone's interested in. So we're going to start with red. This brings up, I mean, I can technically get involved just because I like the look of the deck and talk about it. Medusamon.
Medusamon.
The best deck ever made.
Honestly,
New
I,
waifu.
I feel the Medusamon deck as a whole is great.
I
I'm
love it.
really only interested in Medusamon now because of what she does. She's so insane.
So,
I think it's gonna be really popular, honestly.
for sake of since you haven't seen it, so this is the egg. They're using Digimon, so Guillermon's egg. And its effect is once per turn when your opponent's security stack is removed from, one of your Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card that has the reptile or dragonkin trait with the digivolution cost reduced by 1. Now, everything in the deck.
It's not a
It's
lot of
very
red.
pretty snake lady.
It's a lot of level 6 and level 3 red. Is that better?
This is the
Not
rookie.
really either. Actually, looking into it, no.
So, Elizamon is
all
the
your
rookie.
Warcries are trying to
It's
get.
a Liberator Searcher, saves a lot of other Liberator stuff. So, on play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Reptile or Dragonkin.
Which I must say, I'm
And
kind of a bit
card.
annoyed about this.
We're not going into every card.
No,
No, I'm just Flora.
He's doing it for that. I just want to say something about this card in particular.
Lord, don't you look too far into them because they're all mine.
And mine.
Generally asking.
We've been talking about this for weeks. You should have been paying attention.
Real quick, it's an
I was
one spell you
working,
get on
sir.
memory.
Not on the weekends.
This is the only deck I want in the set.
To be fair, it's okay. I only want to reduce a one or two. But what I was going to say about the level 3 is,
So,
I'm really annoyed
one
about
of your
one thing.
tamers.
It's a
play out
Liberator
an
level 3.
Tamer play.
And it's a
Periscope
Searcher.
same. Card moves for security.
B's got the reduction one, no Searcher.
I feel you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why
All
do they
of your
get the
inherits
So,
Searcher?
keyword progress. So
Are
while
all of your
attacking,
inherits
your opponent's
reduced
Digimon
cost?
effects don't affect
We're
the
not
Oh,
talking
you're
about
talking about
reduced.
Snow now?
We're talking about the fact though
Yeah, you
that
didn't get the
reduced,
Searcher.
the reduced
Your turn,
cost,
once
they're
per
getting
turn,
the
when
Searcher
your
straight off the bat.
Dragonkin
We
traits
have to
attack,
wait
target
still.
traits, track top priority opponent's security.
I don't have a
When
Liberator Searcher.
your opponent's
And a
security
break
Yeah.
of my deck, so
you may
I'm...
play one
You know what I mean?
Dragonkin
It's so
trait
annoying
with
because, like,
ability.
I mean, even Invisimon doesn't have a Searcher yet.
And then
But
the
Owen's
most
the main
broken
character,
one
so-
is this one, Medusa.
Owen is not the main character.
So this is
He's the
the
Show it
champion.
out, sorry, show it
And
out.
then
He's
this
a
is the other
champion.
He's so
So,
hot.
security attack +1, progress. And then when digivolving
You have
and
to
end of
say,
attack,
What
you may
yeah.
delete one of your opponent's Digimon's lowest DP. All turns, when any of your opponent's Digimon's
I do
deleted,
want at least
all
one
the
or two of
security
these
stackers
because they are
removed from,
really good. as a
you may
Digimon
play one
in general.
petrification token
Shit.
to your opponent's side of the field.
New
And
token
it
for
has the
Galaxy
effect of,
Engine.
when on deletion, they trash the top card of their security.
It's a really, really good card
Now,
and
I-
deserves flipping.
I think I was talking to you about this.
Digimon's
I was
always my
rereading Medusamon the other day, and I realized, like, because obviously when I originally read Progress, I'm like, this is everything I've asked for Red. And then upon rereading, I realized, nope,
This
they've
is
made
more.
this more broken than what I asked for.
And I told you I really don't like the fact
Yeah,
that they
so
added
first of all, I realized, okay, they've actually made this immune to everything while this Digimon attacks. Well, while Digimon attacks. But here's the other thing I realized.
Cute Digimon. So she
Progress
she
is,
basically
while
turns them into
any
stone. You have
Digimon's
to do parties
attacking,
with them.
this Digimon's immune. So it's just like, alright, cool, so I can have this sitting here, attack with this little Agumon over here, and
this
because
is not
this
affected.
Agumon's attacking, Progress is kicked in over here, this Digimon's unaffected. Yeah,
It actually does say
while attacking your opponent.
Yeah, while attacking
while-
means this card.
This Digimon, not while this Digimon's attacking, just while attacking.
To be fair, we will need to wait
No.
until they fully release
No,
the
no,
C
no.
wording.
No, no, no.
The wording, as the wording.
Because
is-
most of them
general.
do say this Digimon, and
Could be,
we've
could
talked
be a
about it.
translationer, but if
It
it is
could-
how
it
you
could be.
describe it, it's broken as fuck.
Yeah,
It is like, I really.
They're looking at the other
I
attack-
don't
attacks.
I don't like
Don't think
the
I-
idea of
Execute
progress.
and Vortex.
Well,
for
it's-
after-
it-
I think
it wouldn't be that.
It is saying they're while
this
attacking,
Digimon
so as
attack.
long as you're attacking, it's immune.
Yeah, what I don't like about progress is I feel it completely shuts off aces, which completely changes all counterplay, and I don't like that. I don't like that, but like everyone to their own. I don't like the fact that it does. I do want it because it's broken.
I like it because it doesn't make it so any effects that stop it from attacking.
But your
Like-
options are useless against it. Your aces are useless against it. Like everything you have is
No.
useless against it while it's
Depends
attacking.
when things trigger. If you trigger things at the right time,
But no, but I'm saying that your
But that's
security
just
options
block.
don't make a difference anymore.
Just block.
I mean, it
yeah. Well,
depends.
if you no, it
Someone
depends
didn't
on
ask that,
what.
by the way. Does Progress stop me from blocking? And it's
No.
like, no,
Fucking
it does
idiot.
not.
Yeah.
Does the geeky
But-
one say any of your Digimon may Digivolve? Or
No, it says this Digimon.
One of your Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Screw you guys, honestly.
Like this deck is really, really stupidly. Like
One of your.
I think
okay.
it's going to be stupidly broken.
I think
I'll show you
people.
the option card this card gets, by the way. Well, real quick.
Let her read it.
I will say, so here's the tamer. Got a Digimon game.
No,
Okay.
but like,
end of turn.
I don't like progress for the game. Progress seems like it's going to be bad for the game.
Wait. So
Yeah.
Just personally,
Yeah.
because you're not
Yeah.
having counterplay while your opponent's doing things. Security bombs no
To be
longer
fair,
matter. They've
instant
completely
friggin'
phased out.
so insane.
Yeah.
The mana broken.
They did.
It depends what the bomb is what I mean. If it hits a minus 15k, it's going to get minus 15k as soon as the attack's over, so it's still going to be dead.
Yes, but what I mean is, though,
It can lose the security button.
it's while attacking. It has security attack +1. Even if it gets minus 15,000 in that first check, it still does that second check. Like, a lot of the card is just too strong for, like, they're phasing out security bombs completely. Like, I mean,
I don't think
Chaos
they are.
Deck is
They're-
useless against it.
They're making security bombs more specific.
I do think progress will be errated to just be Digimon effects or something.
See,
I don't think-
when I originally talked about this idea of progress to Adam, I was like, what Red needs is the ability of just when attacking, immune to Digimon effects, while specifically attacking, and just Digimon effects.
Yeah.
Just to counter aces.
I do want to go back to this. So the reason I know that while attacking is specifically in relation to that Digimon attacking is because of the word while. It's meaning while that Digimon is attacking. In the terms of other wording that actually means what you think it means, it would have to say if during an attack.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Because
Fair.
Chronicle
I
relates.
have chose to interpret
Thank
it
God.
as the broken way.
I will determine
Okay, turn off your hearing aid.
I will determine that you will be disqualified.
I'm reading the English here, and the English tells me that it's well in attack.
So it's not
If something
it's not
hits like a
overbroken.
security bomb, and like that one Digimon's unaffected, and they hit like something that's just gonna like wipe their board of like security
Yeah.
tag or anything.
It was a website,
They just
everything
don't
else,
affect
yeah.
that.
Wider thing, yeah, exactly.
best
Like
part
Crimson
about
Actually,
it,
Blade,
we're
Lara-
going to
still-
lose a
What is
security
it?
effect,
Minus
even if it swings in
one?
The
security.
best part about
It's
the deck
unfair.
are all
Here's
your
the thing,
inheritables trigger.
technically, so say theoretically, if you were to go Venusmon on it, right? Say you're Orient Medusa, and you go Venusmon, -1 security. You go, fine, okay, -1 security. Technically, with how progress works, the moment you go, I swing,
You're not
it
wild attacking.
now gains that security back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like,
But-
it loses that.
I think it's a wee bit too much. I feel like progress was just.
Hexablast still stops it though.
The best thing about
I mean, yes, you're not wrong.
Can't declare an
What can I
attack.
say?
the best thing about the deck, Lara, you attack with level 5, do the check, and then if it's gonna attempt to die, you trigger the egg, and then go into level 6, and you're immune, and you do an extra security check.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get to choose if you want to digivolve after you see what it's going to battle.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Or I just declare blocker with my like.
Oh, it didn't.
Oh, if you
Just
block, it'll
block.
crash the top security and digivolve anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I've said it.
Honestly-
it's too much.
Honestly, like,
And no one voted for it today.
Honestly, no, because I feel like I think it's just.
I don't think
missing
it deals
a
with
little-
Gallant.
I think it's just missing a little something.
As soon as it gets a level 3 that reduces the cost,
I
it's
think,
golden.
honestly, I think it's one of the biggest ones where getting level 3, which is costing me insane.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, I do like that. As someone that started as a red player, I do love everything about Medusa. But I've found myself branching out to other colors and other decks and stuff to the point where, like, I don't know what it is. Like, the War Greymon player in me screams like, "Yes, I want this deck," but
Especially considering Warcry must be
but
used in
outside of that, I'm just like, eh.
I said pretty blue and purple out, or black and purple, not blue and purple. Screw blue.
I'm just a
I'm curious
resident
about
red
something.
player now. I just play red. It's my favorite color.
Yeah. So,
okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. No, I was just curious.
You
Because
need more colors.
but so, well,
Get
so
more colors.
in terms of the two of you that are building it, what tier do you think Medusa's going to fall under?
I think currently on First Wave Sport, High tier 2. High tier 2. High tier 2.
As I say, I don't think it has enough to deal with the likes of Gallant and stuff yet. It will get there, but it's not yet.
I mean,
I
to
actually
be
disagree
fair-
with you.
Oh no.
I think it's
Well, you see,
speed.
Trevor, you just run Tyrannomon on the deck
Okay,
and then
it's
start him
like
in, you get
Yeah.
3k TP.
It can get up to 21k.
21k.
In the
That's
right,
not bad,
in the
is it?
right
How
situation.
big do you normally get in Ghana?
Well, it depends, you know.
Oh,
What's the average there,
that's
Sarah?
I think the really cool thing is the fact that it's has so much access to trashing your opponent's security, and I think that's very
It's
good.
also like just through the opponent security. It's got, like, say, it's got access to trashing, but it's got access to like being memory efficient with the memory gains.
Yeah.
And
And
the thing is as well,
Tokens.
there'd also be technically nothing wrong in playing the BT14 Koromon in this. Just like, cool, hit security, we'll draw as well while we're at it.
Yeah, if you feel you don't need Digimon, you could just run Koromon. You get
That
extra
is the biggest question I've had. Is like, would you prefer the? After reading the Digimon can digivolve any of your Digimon though, I'm like, fuck Goremon.
Well, it depends.
You could run five. You could run five
If you
eggs.
feel like you could run 5 eggs, but it
You
also
could run
depends-
5 eggs.
It also depends if you feel like you're gonna go wide or not. And the thing is, like running 5 eggs, if you feel like okay, the deck's not gonna go wide initially, so maybe I run 3 Koromons, 2 of this. So hopefully, more often off in the early game,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see a Koromon, and in the later game when I've got that extra body hero there, I'm going to see one of these.
I think the benefit of running Digimon is that you do have access to Geomons, specifically the EX4 Rush Geomon, as like a 1 or 2 of, because the level 5 can play bodies for free as an inheritable. That is a very
I've seen a lot of
possible
people
tech.
use the floodgate, the reptile guy.
Gaussmon, yeah.
One of the things I have seen popped up in a few lists is 2 of the EX3 Flamedra.
No, Sunnerizamon.
No, Flamedra. Level 4.
Level 4 they're running?
Flamedramon.
I
Not Flamemon, Flamedramon.
As in the.
Demon's armor.
yeah, but like,
I couldn't think what it
Why?
was there.
I don't know.
Like,
I've never seen that pop.
are they running a Ragnarlord?
No,
Are they running any DNAs?
no.
Why are they running it? Are you sure it's the X3 one?
Yeah.
That's a weird
So I've seen
one.
the EX. No, it's not. That's the promo.
They're idiots.
I don't know. I've
Okay.
seen a couple
Anyway,
of few.
yeah, we may move on before we get stuck on this call.
Is anyone interested in Gamamon at all? Oh, you're actually interested in Gamamon?
I've had Gamamon for
Fair,
a while.
fair. I don't
Although
know
I
what
need
it's
to,
got,
I need to get 2 of the Tamers again.
I
Because
was
apparently I
interested in
sold
it
the old cards I had.
Can we just talk about how beautiful the artwork is for Gamamon?
Gamamon has some of
Oh my
the
god.
best artwork I've
It's so
ever
pretty.
seen.
Look at him
Show Laura.
looking into
Show Laura.
the
Show
sky.
Laura.
This one?
Look at this card. It is so cute and pretty, and the whole line.
I
is
want to
like
draw him.
that. Exactly.
You,
I wanna
you
draw one
almost
we
want to
top
believe
up.
he has an evil side.
Yeah, Gamamon,
You won't believe he's purple.
I believe, right,
Oh, he's purple. No.
He's pure
No,
red.
he's red purple.
Oh no.
I believe personally that
They're any mix of
Gamamon,
anything.
Gamamon is going to become the new Gallantmon. Not how Galmon is now, but how Galmon used to be. Where it's
Fair.
going to be
Bad.
fair.
The fair. The fair
It's
deck.
fair. It's like, it has cool effects.
But we
It
just
does
draw
some
him
good
with a wee
things.
top hat and it'll be fine.
It can high roll a bit,
Little gentleman.
but it's fair. It's I delete you, that's it.
I mean, it also requires double the brain power in Galmon.
You have to talk a lot of sources, you have
Yeah.
to know where things are going.
You
Yeah.
have to
know
really know
how
how
to
to
play
play
it.
the deck. Like, Galmon's just like, yeah, I swing 30k, sorry. I've trust
I thought it didn't used to be 30k, it used to be a more manageable
It
number.
used to be like 13.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Gamamon's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy Gamamon. It's a lot of what I like from old sort of BT9 Alphamon. A lot of source tucking, a lot of tucking on attack, tucking on like Digivolve and stuff like
We're
that.
talking a lot about tucking.
Yeah.
Adam has a thing
Little
with this
drag
deck.
queen.
I like
I'm
making
just gonna
big stacks.
nickname your decks as drag queens.
You like tucking and making decks that...
We're not going into-
Yeah.
I like big tall stacks.
Okay.
Well,
Like big.
So, to move on, next deck, Wind Guardians. I'm not gonna lie, actually, I do actually.
Trevor likes it.
Trevor just wants the puppet one.
Trevor wants
I want the puppet one, I don't want the deck.
No, I actually do have interest in Wind Guardians, and I'm not gonna lie.
A Vortex player.
I was about to say the Vortex is what drew me to them originally. It's just like, cool, what colours are they? Oh, they're blue and green.
Uh-huh.
Cool, I get to do Impilder again.
Impilder top
I'm gonna
end.
be honest, you are a blue-green player now.
Apparently I am.
Four of your main decks are blue-green.
He's Greymon.
That's one, that is four top
Yeah.
decks.
Who is Greymon?
Look, when they eventually release
Hang
my
on, no,
boy
no.
from the band,
No, he does have blue flare, which has a blue Greymon in it.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's blue.
You've got Blue Flare,
No,
Imperial Dramon, Examon, and Vortex.
okay, when was the last time I played him?
Lumi's definitely the blue player of the group.
Practicing for
I mean,
the second class.
I'm not really anymore.
You're
am
not
I?
really
You're the purple and yellow player.
Sure.
Well, I've always been the
Lars,
purple and
yellow.
yellow player.
Adam is... whatever he
I've been
is.
told I should play blue.
I'm a rainbow, okay, guys?
Yeah.
But I'm hiding it.
No, you need to play black.
No.
I have a rainbow too.
Diabolic Black.
She
You
needs to
build
play
me a
Diabolic.
deck and
I
you
used
have
to
me
be
on
black,
play.
but now I'm kind
But I'm
of.
gonna try it on
You can play my Diabolic deck anytime you want.
I used to be a black player, Trevor, but now
If
I'm
you want to
red
play a
player.
good one, play Sheriffs.
I just like doing lots of fucking.
Wow, did you hear this, man?
No, we didn't.
What is it?
He said if you want to play a good Diabolic deck, play Sheriffs.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about there? What is that?
Why would he
She
disagree
says
with
if
that?
we build her a deck and hand her it, she'll play it.
Oh.
Just because I don't have all of the turtle Diabolic.
Don't put it.
Because I don't have all of the
It's not a deck.
Oh, shit.
It's a deck I'm trying to get rid
You
of.
don't have to push it, Trevor. That's the problem.
Angoro.
We have shared custody of them.
Never would have heard that.
We are
Uh,
co-parents of that thing.
But no,
Wind
like,
Guardians look.
If you
Jesus
build me
Christ, your
Diabolic,
hands are freezing
I will
again.
play it.
but no, yeah,
You can
I'm
try
actually,
Diabolic one
I'm actually,
tomorrow if you want.
I'm down at Glimmerborn tomorrow.
Yeah.
but no, I'm actually generally
Womp
interested in
womp.
Garians, mostly because of the
There's
Vortex
no
keyword
muscle.
stuff.
I think the option card that puts itself in security and gives everything Vortex is broken as shit. I think the Puppet Monius is good.
Puppet Money is amazing.
I think the Griffin one that has Alliance is good.
Puppet Money is
I-
also
It is clearly not finished.
Puppet Money is also vegetation.
If I had a pound for every single fucking
put it in
ace that was
blue or-
black in it that Digivolves on
Not even
play,
just
I could
that.
have like fucking 20 quid now.
Rosemon.
Yeah.
Not even just that. Leopardmon.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's
on to the
not
next
good,
deck.
sure.
Yeah, 'cause we get the
Laura
Puppet
and
Mon.
Adam can
Yes.
talk about this one because it's Shine.
Come
Sorry.
on!
Hang on. Did we just get ignored here?
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
No one cares. Next one.
When's the last time you played Shine?
I haven't
I
updated
prefer-
Shine in a while because I
Honestly,
prioritized
pretty shit
upgrading your Shine first.
Exactly. Thank you.
And
Anyway.
my argument is exactly the same
speaking
as
of
yours,
Shine,
but you
I
get
have an
prioritized
offer
over
Shine
me.
Greymon for you.
We'll get that sorted.
Yes, but I'm still a Shine player. How dare? I can still
No.
play Shine.
Shine's
Mine
broken.
is garbage tier. Next.
You're fighting me for Shine stuff as well.
Shine's
Just
broken.
You're
So
gonna
there's-
lose.
I'm
Not
also
about
building
fighting.
Shine.
I don't know. How much did you throw in for this box? 200? Yeah, so did I.
285.
You did pay premium, but it's.
Yeah.
For those that maybe
Technically,
haven't watched early episodes of the
wait.
podcast to realise why this is
Technically-
funny is because Shiro's always talking about Shine belongs in the trash,
Yeah.
which is why it's funny he's saying he's going to build it.
Technically, Trevor,
He's gonna build
Adam's
it two
paid
for
the
one
least out of
trash.
everyone.
Adam's paid the
How
least.
have I paid the least out of
Because
everyone?
you only paid 185 because I owed you £15.
I paid 285.
I haven't paid yet.
Yeah, but you're going to be paying 200. It doesn't count. You can't hear me, sure as you're sure. You
I mean,
paid-
technically, though, I have actually spent the
Yeah.
most amount of my own money on this.
technically spent the least.
Right, can we actually talk about the deck?
Shine.
Yeah. Sure.
So, first of all,
Do we have to?
they've actually got fucking decent.
To be fair, they're really.
We finally have a good yellow egg.
Yeah.
Yes!
We finally
Well,
have a good.
it's worth-
We finally have a yellow egg that draws one.
I can actually play.
After they
Search.
printed the Evo Cup ones, yes.
They
How,
knew what they were doing.
how much of the Eva Cup line is still going to be used?
So you're gonna use.
None of it.
So the Evo Cup line is the BT12 egg, not gonna be used. The BT13 Agumon, which is the one that main effect makes Marcus a Digimon.
Okay.
Will be used.
Still very good. Still very good. 3, 4 of.
I plan on
you-
using it.
Yeah, you still use it. Then it's the BT13 Geogray, which is the limited one. So
You only
I
play
mean,
one
you're
of-
always gonna run the
you're
one.
always gonna run the one up. It's 1 up for a reason. It should be a 4. Then it's
Four.
The
it's
Rise Greymon that plays the Marcus.
yeah, that's the BT13 one. That's the Evo Cup as well. That is
It's still
it's
on.
still very good. It depends on how you want to play your Shine. That's sort of when you can diversify, but it's still ran 3, 4 of it depends on what you want.
Yeah.
BT12 Shine, incredible now again.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Steph, if you want to go aggro stuff.
Yeah, if you want to go really aggro with the new Agumon, you can just fucking warp into it. It's incredible. You lose out on the Rise Inheritable, but so that's the. I don't have a copy of that. I
I
only
still
have the
play the
Rise.
Rise Exile.
And then it's the BT13 burst mode.
BT13 Burst Mode,
The one
Which
that
you're
had-
still
which
gonna run.
you run more of now. It's incredible.
So essentially, the only thing out of the Ultimate Cup that you essentially get fucked over on is the egg.
Is
Yeah.
the egg. Which
I'm
is, to be
realistically
fair,
gonna say
it's the
it's always better.
participation. It's the participation thing as well. Like you get it for just being there.
Yeah.
So
Well
it's
done,
not,
you showed up.
It's
Yeah,
not,
that's technically
it's
why.
not the worst thing in the world. It didn't have very much value to it.
It really didn't.
It just looks pretty.
Really does.
So Anything notable about the line you want to talk about? Just like, this is your deck. So I'm giving
Fucking
giving you guys the
everything is
highlight.
incredible.
Yeah, like the new Geo Grey. Can we just talk about that?
Yeah, it allows you to get a free Digivolve like even easier by just playing the Marcus.
Yeah.
Because it has the all turns when you play a Marcus, you can evo into a Rise Greymon in name, so that includes the X antibody. So
Yeah.
X antibody is still potential to be around. I
Don't run
don't
it.
think I plan on running it.
I'm keeping
There's
it.
only
You're gonna
one
keep
thing. There's only one thing in all this new support that makes the deck really broken.
What?
Because it now has Alliance.
The
Yeah.
Rise Greymon gives Marcus Alliance.
Yeah.
That's incredible in
Yeah.
itself because you get the Digivolve and then your alliance. You can alliance after the Digivolve happens. So you're alliancing with more DP. You could, if you go into the
If you also
BT12
have-
shine, then that's 3 checks at bigger DP.
I was going to say as well, is if you have the other Marcus, the one that Digivolves as well, you could technically Digivolve, trigger Alliance, spend this market, Digivolve again.
Even
Brain Trevor.
even
Brain-
more than that, Trevor, you could, if starting from a Marcus, you can go right up to shine for 1 memory. If you don't have a Marcus on board yet, but you've gone up to the new Geogram back, all you have to do is go raise, play BT12 Marcus, trigger Geo to Digivolve to BT13 Rise. Rise plays the new BT21 Marcus. 21 suspends the BT12 Marcus, which then triggers a new Digivolve into BT12 Shine again.
Yep.
Or you can go into like a different Shine, like the
The other-
BT13,
the other thing
and
I-
make the 21 a
It's
Digimon.
solid.
The other thing I want to point out
It's
that
insane.
for like options for the deck has now as well, to go back to the Rise Greymon, its effects also on play of making one of your Marcuses a Digimon and gives it Rush, Alliance, and then one of your Digimon main attacks. So like worst case scenario, I mean like absolute worst case, you're breaking, you haven't got your level 4s.
You can just hard
You can just
play
go cost 7. I'm gonna play Rise. Rise is gonna make this hopefully BT12 Marcus a Digimon. Comes up with 3000 DP. Right, we're gonna give it Rush and Alliance. It's going to attack, so I'm gonna swing. Before I even trigger Alliance, because it's suspended, I'm going to Digivolve to BT12 Shine. BT12 Shine does its things, +1 security. Now trigger Alliance more, so that's now 3 checks for just playing a Rise.
Yeah, which is really good.
So,
I also, it's another Rise Greymon.
That puts Marcus back.
It puts a Marcus in security from its inheritable like all the others do. All the other good ones. But unlike the BT17 one, it also has it for its main effect on the card again now. Like the BT17, the major issue with it is
It's
while
also-
it was a Rise Greymon, it couldn't do that.
It's
and it was
also
kinda
red
sad.
yellow as well, isn't it?
It's red yellow again. You can you could go red bottom end still and just keep it as the red Coromons if you really wanted to. But I think the new yellow egg is better because it only requires you to suspend a red or yellow tamer, which is safer than hitting security. And then finally you've got the new Shine, which is honestly really, really good, I think. It has raid, it pops a 9k or less, which means you don't have to DP something right to the ground anymore.
No.
You can just DP it a little and then
Bye.
just pop it.
It also has a World Lovely when attacking there that I just read.
It also gives itself sec +1 by suspending a tamer. And the new option card,
I was going to let you finish, and I was going to ask you about this.
yeah, so the new Shine is really good. You probably run it as like a 2 of. I plan on going the 12 and the new one, the 21, and either 3 and 3 or like 4 and 2. That's gonna be my split personally.
3 and 3 sounds good.
3 and 3 is probably decent enough. And then you've got.
I
the
would say,
new
how do
option.
you feel? Like Marcus is still going to be good. Marcus is going to be good regardless. But how do you feel with the option?
I think it reads really, really well.
I
I
think
don't
it-
think it's good.
I think it reads very much though like what do you call it? The anime from what you said. Marcus is actually going to punch Digimon. in
That's
the
a
face.
thing from the anime. I love it. That is one of my favorite
That's
things.
one thing they've been doing a lot recently with tamers and option cards more so. They've been taking scenes from the animes,
Yeah.
which has been nice to kind of see for the artwork.
I think the option card, it's potential. There is potential there. It depends on how you want to build it. I think if you're really trying to optimize, you would rather just have trainings and a scramble, you know?
Yeah.
I think if it gives some kind of protection effect instead.
You forgot
It
about
would
the
be
actual
good.
Marcus.
No, that's Apple.
No, the Marcus I mentioned, well,
We mentioned it briefly.
the Marcus on play can suspend any other Marcus on the board, which is very good
I know
because
that.
it means you can re-trigger the
I believe you.
This isn't for you, Trevor.
I know.
No.
I
When I got to go and get ready,
Yeah.
you may went, no, we need to go to that one. Like, that's that one.
But the so
I
it can
wish it was
suspend
for me.
any other markets on the board.
Next set.
Next
It
set.
also gives DP minus to the
It'll be
opponent,
for us next
You know what? A
D-
Cinnamon also
DP
wouldn't
plus
start
to your
normal.
shine
I'll
line,
actually get a cool
and it
cinema.
gives piercing. The market gives piercing. It's
Yeah, and
incredible.
it's not even for
I-
us.
I just
It
want to
pairs with the
say,
raid.
It does power right.
Band-Aid is just using the Band-Aid where they just any deck that plays tokens or
So-
has multiple bodies, just slap a lance on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, that means Deoborn is getting up there.
Well, I mean, theoretically,
Yeah, Born will get
if you
lance,
really
and so will puppets. 100%.
the
Puppets should have already had alliance, and it would
I
be
mean,
good.
But you can trigger a lance, then trigger the overclock.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Thanks to all the adventure cards, like they're level 5s,
Technically,
every
color
color is
has
going
a
to technically
lance.
get alliance now.
Leopard Mon will have a lance.
Yeah, well.
So again, just following
On a
starting
fair.
with the Digi-Eggs, there's
That's
obviously
fine,
more
Father,
decks
running
outside the
Leopard Mon
Digi-Eggs,
now,
but the
the
last
decks-
Digi-Egg
the
that has a
decks
deck
will be
for
there.
it
100%.
that we can talk about that people are interested in is Galacticmon. I know you're interested in it. By proxy, you're interested because you play it a lot.
Yeah.
We're
I enjoy it. I'm an enjoyer.
We're unfortunately missing out on Cinnamon because it's going to Galactic.
Next set, guys.
Not my rookie.
No, not my in training
Not
Digimon
my
anymore.
Cinnamon.
So one thing I do want to make a quick comment about is like when a lot of people like obviously like when the first comic chapter came out, everyone was like, "How the hell did Galactic beat Wargreymon?"
Ha.
And then this set was getting revealed, and obviously the option card got revealed, right? And everyone immediately is just went, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's how." But
That's
then
fine.
I just went and re-looked at the option card, and it's like, well, no, technically this option card does not make sense on how it beat Wargreymon, because obviously
already
at the
liberated.
point, Liberate didn't exist yet. It's a Liberator card, which means technically by the lore of the comic, Zenith did not have access.
Following the timeline.
Yeah, Zenith did not have access to this option.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I don't think you can go off that lore-wise, only because the comic shows that all the cards still have set numbers, even though Imperial Dramon manifested a card. I don't think it matters.
Can we put
That's
that
an
one
AI
further?
inside Liberator programming.
Zenith might have had that card because technically the video game had already released at that point.
No, it just officially launched as a part of the World Championship.
At the end of that.
Yeah.
Greymon just
Which is the whole point, the big thing, the announcement is the next World Championship will be held in Liberators.
Greymon just
Greymon just bricked, yeah.
Red decks brick.
Zenith said he got lucky.
He actually really did get lucky.
The cards are amazing, though.
But
It's
anything in
amazing.
particular you want to talk about?
Stupid is amazing.
Your fish
Yeah.
gets some support.
So Ragnarok Cannon is the
So-
main thing.
So
Okay,
Ragnarok
well,
Cannon.
Ragnarok Cannon?
Have you read Ragnarok Cannon?
No.
Right, so I'm just
Oh,
going to read it out for the
yeah.
sake then. I want to point out about this is a fucking common.
It's also cost
It can
6.
only be ran and
But you play it for free with the
Galacticmon, though.
Galactic.
So so it
You play
costs
it from hand or trash.
Yeah,
damn.
so it costs 6. Like you say, there is ways to cheat it out thanks to Galactic. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. Then place this card in the battle area. Your turn, while one of your Galacticmon's attacks, delay. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. If this effect didn't delete, trash the top cards of your opponent's security until they have 1 left.
So imagine having protection from Digimon effect.
Suck it, Massamon trash till you have 4.
Haha.
Yeah, but we get that. No. There is a card coming that we will talk about, which actually helps
We'll
us
get
a lot
to it.
more.
Yeah.
But, like, when I read this
just
card...
real quick, just to finish the reading. Security, you may play one card with Venmon in its text with a play cost of 6 or less from your hand or trash, while paying the cost and add this card to hand. So even if it's hitting security, it's like, oh, I'm going to have this for later.
I have something I'm going to point out, but we'll let Adam. have
Even
this.
better. When I read this card, I went, that sounds really good. But it's a 6 cost option. Would it really get run? Maybe it's just there for gimmicky. And then I read Galacticmon can play it for free from hand or trash, and I went, oh yeah, no, 4 of
You
easy.
didn't realize
Four.
it from trash for the first time.
I didn't even realize it was from trash. I
I
was
read
just
it and I
like,
was like, we're trash.
it's from trash?
sweet.
And trash!
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Kind of ridiculous.
It also started me in kills a
Can-
Digimon, so there's more likeliness of the option card not killing a Digimon.
It's just
Can
any
I point
Digimon,
out
yeah.
as well? This is the first Liberator deck where like the level 6 and the rest of the line is just the same as the ordinary ones.
Yeah, it doesn't have a secondary line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
There's a
exactly
new
the same, which means all of the previous support is still really useful.
Yeah, no, it's really well done.
Lemon,
Brad Power.
what
Huh?
you do?
Tell me about all my decks lost.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like every other deck was like a split off for like something, and it felt like, yeah, that's kind of cool, but like you kind of can't run the old stuff and new stuff together. This is the first one where you can.
Yeah, I think the Galacticmon line in the set is really good because you've got more search power with the Snatchmon now, and it adds cards to trash, which was something that was really lacking in Galacticmon before. Was trash
It
build up.
all just builds trash so easily, and 2 searches is just.
Yeah, the Deltamon now has end attack inheritable rather than redirect, which is a lot better as well because it means you're not triggering things like, for example, Medusamon stuff, because security is never actually getting removed from, and you're not switching attack targets, so it's not like causing a trash.
All I can say is, where is my searchers for Invisi?
And then the new Venmon, you trash a card to add back one with Venmon text from trash. So now you don't have to run the very first Snatchmon that added back Fusion Eyes. You can just run that Venmon and scratch that Snatchmon altogether and run the good Snatchmons.
I do want to say Galacticmon's design is what I wish we would see a lot more in Digimon.
What, mechanical?
So the way it uses an option card when Digivolving, because we don't really see that a lot, where the Digimon have their key abilities, like Omnimon's like Transcend and Sword and
Oh, yeah,
Fair
like
enough,
all the
yeah.
option cards are the Digimon's attacks. Like
Yeah.
Raging Serpentine is Medusamon's
so like
attack.
an Omnimon where it says when Digivolving you may play a Supreme Counter, you know,
Or
something
Transcendent
like,
Sword,
yeah, like something
yeah.
out there, you know what I mean,
Really
like
cool,
That would actually be a lot cooler.
which
Yeah.
also gets around being protected by Digimon effects because you're playing the option card.
And the option card's killing it.
It also-
You're absolutely correct.
It also kind of,
Yeah.
at least as well, it also brings back the thought process of security bombs and stuff without actually needing to.
Yeah,
exactly.
it makes security bombs more intrinsic to the deck.
It's not it's not like a security bomb. It's just like a scary card to hit, and security's like. Shh.
Yeah,
Honestly,
like, the
the-
Galactic cards want to be really scary to hit in security. The Medusamon cards want to be really scary to hit in
Imagine
security.
you have an unaffected Digimon and you hit that card in security.
The only card that in the line that I'm not 100% on is the egg itself. Because the egg is it's an all turns plus 3k boost, which is really strong for an egg. If you have 4 Venmon in your sources. Which is really strong for an egg. But the current egg that's used in Galacticmon is the BT7 Dorimon, which is draw power when you talk sources. And I
you're
don't-
searching so much though. That's.
You have a lot more search nowadays, which is good because you've got the on-play searcher, the Snatchmon searcher, and the normal BT11 Venmons. But I feel like losing out on that draw might hit hard. Might.
You have the 17 DP.
You get to be a 17k
I actually
DP, though. That's pretty good.
tested where you can like with the
Like-
new egg, and I actually prefer the current egg.
You
that
prefer the
draws.
draw?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the reason why I was like, Koromon might be really good for Medusa, because I feel like draw power is so intrinsically broken in Digimon. So
It is,
broken.
like-
It's broken in every fucking card game, I mean.
But Digimon is even more because you're draw for every Digivolve as well. Like, you just thin your deck so quickly in Digimon
Oh yeah,
naturally.
you
as
replaced
part
your
of having
card
game.
when you did yours.
So, anyone got anything I want to mention about Shoutmon's deck? I know none of us already play it.
I feel like
Two more Russian Heritables.
Yeah, the rookie's pretty cool though for the Digivolving as well, because it actually kind of makes
Don't
Shoutmon better. But
It is
apart from
Rush.
that, it's like
I
it's
don't
okay.
know Digicross.
The person that will be interested in that deck is not here.
Yeah.
I will say there's quite a few Crossheart players that we have, and one of them was down today, and Connor just reminded him of a message he sent after 2.5 came out, where Matt was testing Crossheart, and he sent Connor a message going, Cross 4 could be a 10 and the deck wouldn't be good. And he said today that the Omni Shoutmon in the set is essentially just Cross 4 again, but like slightly tweaked to be slightly worse. So you
Slightly
technically
worse.
have 5 Cross 4s now.
The OP-ness of Cross 4 should never be allowed ever again.
Cross 4 could be a 10 and it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because like there's so many aces in the game now, like you barely ever get
Yeah,
them
well, I
back.
suppose that's true, but like, We didn't have aces when Cross 4 was originally around, and Cross
Yeah.
4
Well,
Back in
it's-
my day, we didn't have.
But it's the
some
thing. This one,
aces.
like, the existence of aces severely dampened red as a color for being aggressive, because obviously when aces first came out in BT14, red had no way really of countering them. Like, there was no way to kind of go, right, we're going to stop this ace, because red's entire thing was either plus security attack or DP deletion, and majority of the DP deletion was way too weak to actually delete something that mattered. So it's like, cool, that's a level 5, I can delete 1,000 less DP than that is.
Hang on.
So it's gonna stay on the board.
How about the
Be
Gallimon?
aggressive always.
I think the issue with red as well at that time was raid was a really big thing then.
Okay, can I point out something?
So you would raid into something, they would just go blast.
Yeah. So like red, like the existence of aces really killed red, which is why I think Medusa, to kind of go back to it, I think it has severe potential to be like the best red.
Just do what Gallimon
It'll be a
did.
fantastic galaxy top end.
I think what aces really hurt more than just red as a color was the whole identity of like I swing small bodies. Because aces are so like almost every ace can remove small bodies like they're nothing. So
Why would I not
Rookie
be
Rush,
excited about
Rookie Rush sort of decks, Cross Hard, Blue Flare, like things that swung with like low DP stuff, they were hard to survive. They were going through some bad times.
Okay.
So you said you're interested in hybrids, so
I'm quite interested. Yeah.
This
I play red
flame
hybrids.
one is
Don't
broken.
like hybrids.
I have red hybrids now.
I don't
What can I
like
say?
That whole line is amazing.
Yeah.
The Flame Mon is disgusting, and Connor wanted it to be an on-play.
Oh, it's even worse than an on.
It's even worse.
It's
than
not worse than an
Essentially,
on-play.
it's an on play.
No, because if that was an on-play, that means you could scramble it out, tuck it under something, and then do another scramble to play another one out, because it wouldn't be there anymore.
No.
And Lumi pointed that out to me, and I went, yep, no, it had to be a main effect. Yep.
So I play Emperor on Susano. This is just going to accelerate getting 5 sources underneath a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I play a lot of hybrid decks as well. I'm quite excited for them as well.
Apparently,
Yeah, like you'll be able to use them like proper red hybrids.
Yeah, I'll be able to,
I just
like,
want
change it
for
up.
Emperor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I changed about red hybrids, which was like just sort of what I had spare of red hybrids. And so
according to Connor, apparently what like proper red hybrids goes to is just Aldemon Turbo. You just turbo into your level 5, and then you're swinging with level 5s and use like 6 level 6s in the back, and that's
Your
pretty
level
much it.
5's like 14k in that deck.
Yeah, they're like insane, and they're 2 checkers, and they're good. They're really good.
So do we think the new red tamer then is?
it's very good. It reduces a 2 to 1.
Connor says that the new red tamer is the thing that adds the most choice to the deck of its like what Takuyas do you now run?
I think
Because all of the
so
Takuyas are
important.
good. Because there's 5 different named Takuyas now, so you've got so much choice.
The fact though that this, if we can just go to that.
Yeah, I was bringing it
Yeah,
up.
like starting main phase, one of your Digimon or Tamers may digivolve into a Digimon card with the hybrid or hero trait from your hand. And
So it could
just
be
a devolution.
anything you read.
So you could have something that's already up there, and you can just be like, start a main, I'm just going to digivolve this line into my level 5 for like nothing.
Not even that.
the old
You could
ones
run
are
that
zero.
in like different colored hybrids as well, and it'd still be good. Like,
The issue with running on different colored hybrids becomes sort of though
yeah,
you can't really do anything with it. It's good, but like
I know what you mean, but I'm just saying like it's there as like a one-of sort of tech thing.
yeah, you could do it as a tech thing, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think red hybrids has a chance to be tier 2 again, and maybe it gets around the. I feel like that
Red
card
hybrids
coming out is also probably why they hit the promo Agunimon. Because now you can digivolve into it from
Again, it's so much.
Well, I mean, the thing is as well. like,
from your egg. I mean,
well, no,
from your
the
rookie.
one of the things is one of the major differences what I didn't realize until actually comparing the 2 promos side by side. So
That's
promo Lobo is the
whole line is
Digivolve to
really good.
Ancient
Yeah.
was on Digivolve. The Aguni was just when attacking. So
Yeah.
the thing is, you could go, I'm just going to Digivolve into a Goonie in the back,
Raise
raise,
swing and go
swing,
straight into
do
the
your
engine.
entire thing.
No, because it was the same, because it wasn't a Digimon. So the Burning Grey was the when attacking Digivolve.
No, we're talking promo Gunimon and promo Lumus.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
The whole game theory of Ancient was you just went into that promo and the raid and raise the next turn, went into the thing, did like
Yeah. No, I realized what I realized they're talking about.
I'm surprised the BT4 Ancient Grey wasn't it.
But yeah, no, I think
future proof at all.
I think with the new Takuya, reducing the cost of like one of your other Digimon as well, made it just be like, okay, cool. Instead of this promo Gunimon being a 2 cost, now it's a 1 cost. Now it's even cheaper to get into, right? So that's probably what lended it to being.
The deck will always be good just because of that. It's either BT4, BT5, Ancient Grey. It's fucking.
It's 4. It was the BT4.
Yeah.
Broken.
So, just to kind of cover them as a whole.
Before you vanish, do you want to talk about your War Grey, or do you
Well,
think
that's technically a part of.
That's part of Medusa.
I know it's a part of Medusa. I'm just curious if you have.
I mean, it's a good War Grey.
I mean, no one is support for War Grey.
Yeah.
Gives it
I mean, if we really want to talk about it, the Owen Tamer is just Dorbeckmon support.
Well, it's not even just Dorbeck. Like the Owen Tamer is like, say, it's also Greymon support. Like, the Owen Tamer is flipping amazing, and I'm like, I want some copies of the Owen Tamer just to hopefully maybe do something with it with Black War and stuff. But...
I would say you probably want one of these at least. Just.
I will say
I'm
a
gonna-
War Grey with Rush does sound pretty interesting
Reed
as a one of an
and
Omnimon.
I'm gonna be honest. You know what this War Grey could be actually good for? Depending, like, if you were going against, like, as a one-of in the deck.
Augabond?
No, Omni-Ace.
I just said that.
Did you? Sorry. I had this guy in my ear, sorry. I had this guy in my ear.
The main thing that Omni is getting from this set is the Agumon.
The Augabond's very good, yeah.
So just to kind of cover them as a whole, I think there's 3 Liberator rookies
There
we're
is
getting.
3 Liberator rookies that are just random in there. And
So what
it
do we
is
have?
Sangomon, Ghostmon, Stunarizamon. And out of those, I played 2 of them.
The main effect's the same in all of them, it's just the reduced digitalization cost by 1 for their represented types.
Out of curiosity, Sir Ryza. I'm just curious
It's
about
rocks.
Oh, it is actually just a mineral or rock trait.
Yeah, it's the rock deck. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like, so this is obviously them trying
If
to.
we'll just get thrown in every so often
Yeah,
now.
it's obviously them trying to flush out, like realizing, okay, that all these liberators need that secondary rookie now.
So does that mean
And I wouldn't be surprised if, say, in BT22, just to kind of
we
quickly
get the
throw
on-fly
the-
searcher
we get
ones
the
for
on-play
the
ones to make.
ones, the ones that we
Yeah,
need?
for the ones that are needed and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, Ghost is very happy. Ghost is incredible. Having another Ghostmon that has the on-deletion gain of memory makes me ecstatic.
Ghostmon is, or Necromon is...
Look, just give Digimon the support he needs. That's what we want.
So I'm going to be honest, just in terms of the video release schedule I've got in my head, because I'm going to be trying to go weekly and stuff with videos. By the time this video is out, the pre-release was technically yesterday, in terms of official date. For us, it'd be tomorrow as of this video. Which means I'm planning on having your Ghost deck profile out as of last week. So your Ghost deck profile will all be out by now.
And
we
3
need to
weeks
find
ago,
time to get the
I couldn't
Rapid
remember my breakfast.
I need to get the Rapid one done at some point as well.
Yeah.
So, but like, I think all 3 of the decks, like, they're obviously going to be good for those decks. I think the one that doesn't care about it the most is probably the Rock deck.
I think the Rock ones were like...
Honestly, I think it would be useful for them, but I don't think it's going to change much about how they're...
But the thing is, you don't Digivolve out front that often. The thing it helps with is the new promo Landramon can now go over it for 1, and you can then trash the egg and gain it back, so it's a free cost without using any training.
Yeah.
Which is very good. But like, Fish likes it. Fish Digivolves for quite as if you can get as low cost in Fish as possible, it's happy. Realistically as well, because of how the inheritable works of the end of attack, it's kind of like the Ghostmon. Because the end attack is a gain of memory, technically, if you get up your stack and stuff, you refund the memory right away, right?
Yeah.
That's that.
That's always good.
So to talk about the next deck, because there's one here, so we're going to talk about this in 2 different ways. We're going to talk about armor as it is, because that's kind of the overall support that this set's giving, and technically by proxy, because it is a separate build technically.
No, I
was going to say Magna. I wouldn't really call this Imperial support.
No, but I mean, you still have the blue level 4s, which could be nice. It's like, it depends how you're building it, I suppose.
So first of all, the Vmon itself. So obviously I play Magna, kind of interested in stuff. Kind of interested in the Armor Rush variant as well. But the Vmon's actually really good because right now the blue-red Vmon that we play is when one of your other Digimon will Digimon to a free trait in a memory back.
Yeah.
That's what
This is just completely circumvents that. It's like, cool, I don't need the other Digimon now. It's just
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like you just play both. I feel like you just make as many of your rookies give me a memory back somehow, whether it be reduce it right now or get it back later.
that's what it's going to be. So it's going to be 4 of these, which is reduce your Digivolution, 4 of the promo, if I'm going to tame reduce, and then because of how Magna works, especially with the new Magna we're getting, you could easily go as 4 of the EX one of when you want to spend gain of memory.
I guess, yeah.
And that way, that way it forces like that memory gain on the one line. You don't have to get a second line out.
I guess, yeah.
When
Yeah.
I linked that video,
I must say that-
I actually do want to try and make it as well
I must say, Adam,
because it looks broken.
when are we getting our lovely support for Robin that does this?
Soon. Realistically, I do want to point out something. Trevor is not wrong. This Lydramon is much better for Blue-Green Imperial Dramon, from what I have been told from the guy that played it at King, who took it to regionals. He is going to immediately put this in, I think. Just because it has piercing and it has a better when digivolving effect.
Honestly, the only reason
As a 3 of again.
No.
Honestly, the only reason it's when digivolving is best because there is no restriction to it suspending.
Yeah.
The plus 2,000 till the end of turn doesn't really matter. And I'm going to be honest, the piercing for what you want as an Imperial player, I can see the value, but you are going to be playing Risk with that.
Yes, you are. I think the only part of this card where it's objectively worse than the old Lydramon is that it's a 6 cost and not a 5. That's the only part, which I can understand the reasoning behind, because sometimes you have to hard drop a level 4, but I feel like...
Thank God they hit the Stingmon, right?
I know, right? The one that dropped it for 3. But yeah, no, I feel like it's going to be a pretty decent option into Imperial Dramon. Just to back up Trevor a bit.
Yeah. To quickly talk about the Magna, this Magna, to put it bluntly, it's just reverse BT8. That's all it essentially is. So when digivolving, unsuspend, have that again, and just instead of getting DP, we're minusing DP.
Yeah.
That's essentially it. It's just reverse BT8.
I have to say, we were wrong. We really thought this would be the first time they would give Magnamon an inheritable.
Still don't have one.
Rapamon is still the only one.
I feel like it could have really easily got like an inheritable like barrier or something, or
No.
even minus
I'll say
DP.
it,
Like
I'll
if it was
say
a
it.
minus 4k inheritable,
So,
it'd be fine.
I want to
then,
point out something.
wait, and I know the last card I'm looking for is can't flip and
It's
see.
a blue card.
That's why I can't see it. It's
Yeah,
blue.
it was right next to the Lydramon.
There.
He's
Oh, or no, it
colorblind.
wasn't.
That's
Liam.
Flame. So this flame on, like, honestly, you probably still just from promo, right?
Yeah, this is promo at home.
It is
Promo.
It is promo because just when this Digimon's attack target would change, it unsuspends, which is like that sounds good, but it's got nothing to change its target until.
Yeah, it doesn't have real.
I don't understand why they did that. I feel like they meant to put
it's
Raid
hinting
on
at
it.
something.
Yeah.
Like the promo one has real. Yeah.
It
just fucked up.
exists.
Yeah.
It exists, guys.
The other thing I want.
What's this typing?
Dragonkin.
It's-
Does one give rid?
Yeah.
Doesn't Owen gets piercing.
I know, to be fair, it is another Dragon Kid you can use in your deck to
You
digivolve.
can, but again, we would probably just want to use the promo because it trashes security so we can trigger the egg.
So we really want to talk about this Davis. This
Broken as fuck.
yeah, this Davis really.
Yeah.
Depending on how you want to build your Magna, your armor, Vmon armor,
And somewhere in between.
somewhere in between, like this Davis can be. It can be the absolute worst card in the deck, or it can be the most busted card in the deck, depending on how you want to build.
I mean, I think to start off with, it has the starter main gain of memory if your opponent has it. Which memory-wise, it's always nice. I feel like that's something that Magnamon really actually didn't have yet. It's probably one of the only things that the deck didn't have yet is some way to gain memory very like superficially.
I feel like it's not amazing unless you're like planning to like.
Forever. You have not seen the video.
I have an idea of
I'll
what
say,
it's going to
to
be. It's
be
come
fair,
off your axe, go
That
into your
video
axe.
is purely armor rush, and I feel
You
like
can't do it with X.
I feel like
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have armor form, does it?
yeah.
But this is
Ah,
this
I
is
feel like if you were going pure Magna, this card it's only good if you're going to max out on BT8 and the BT21 Magnas.
The ones that unsuspend.
Yeah, that's when this card would shine. Outside of that, this card, honestly, you just play Cool Boy. You get your memory back on Digivolve.
I feel like
you draw one as well.
you draw one and gain one on this.
But you lose like a level 4, right?
This is specifically
Yeah,
for the
level
armor rush.
You say
version.
lose a level 4, you go right back into it.
Yeah, but I mean, you're coming off it to pay the memory to go back into it, right?
Yeah, just for one though, you get a memory.
You get a memory for de-Digivolving yourself.
Yeah, but you're de-digivolving yourself and then you have to pay the full memory to digivolve back, so you're really just getting it wrong.
No, because remember, all the cost reductions, you get to reuse them, Trevor.
Yeah,
They're not
but
once per turn.
The
it's
promo is.
This is broken,
And
so
so is the BT21 V1.
still-
Are they?
Yeah,
Yes, and
that's
so
what I
is the
mean.
unsuspend of the EX.
It's not amazing.
And so is the old red blue V. They're all once per turn. So this option card, honestly, if you're playing Armor Rush, this card's amazing. The option card Armor Digivolve of reveal top 3 cards in your deck, add one of them with add Davis, as well as a free trait.
It's a search.
And see-
Every Vmon armor is free trait, so is Vmon, so you're grabbing your entire deck.
On top of that, it's actually quite a good searcher for a lot of the
Yeah,
other decks on the
trash the rest. So this is going to build up your BT8 Magna. It's going to build up your BT21 Magna to do more. Then just delay effect when any of your armor form as Digimon is trashed. Buy your own Davis,
Yeah.
or by hitting something.
Or by armor form.
purging. One of your Digimon just make immediately Digivolve.
Armor Purge counts for it as well.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you immediately just Digivolve to an armor form without paying the cost.
Yeah, that's good. That makes it a
So
wee
at that
lot better.
point, like, once again, if you've maxed out-
Combined with the Davis.
Combined with the Davis, it's insane, yeah.
So you've got like stacks of these.
So it's just like, to put it in perspective though, it's just like literally if you've got a hand maxed out of like BT8 Magnas and BT21 Magnas, you go swing at security. Cool, I died. Armor Purge. Trigger Davis. Digivolve to one of these 2 Magnas. Unsuspend. Swing. Oh, cool, die. Trigger the next day. Then you
Trevor,
just,
do you know?
Fire rocket forever.
Yeah, fire
Yeah,
rocket is
yeah,
where
no,
this
here.
deck
Yeah,
gets its
I understand the point.
because
Yeah.
the line keeps the.
Although
security
I
cost.
feel without that option, it wouldn't be anywhere near the level it is. But
Good,
yeah.
good thing it has that option.
Out of curiosity, what's the red hybrid option? I don't know if I've read that.
It's very, very
It's
strong
very
as
good
well,
for
Trevor.
hybrids in
It's
general.
very good.
I'm just gonna.
oh, you found it? Cool.
It's really broken too.
It's good for hybrids. in general.
Yeah, I forgot about that first line. While you have a teamer with inherited effects, you may ignore this card's color requirements.
You can play it in blue.
Yeah, by trashing one card with hybrid fruit in your hand, draw 2, then place this card in the battle area. When any of your teamers with inherited effects are played, delay one of your teamers. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's good at all. That's a 3 up in every hybrid deck.
Did you read security effect, Rob?
I don't even need to. It's too
Hey,
good
you can
already.
play a teamer card with inheritance.
Yeah, then add it to your hand. Yeah, I it's insane. I was just reminding myself. I have actually read it before. I think.
Yeah, no, but getting back to armor, I think it's going to be a fun rush deck. I don't see it being great.
Yeah, like if I build it, I'm just gonna play the meme version where you're just trying to kill something.
I feel like it's going to be
no Magna,
kinda-
just
It feels like it's going to be like a Susanamon deck.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of interested. I'm more interested with the Magna stuff just because I play Magna. Going into another deck that I'm interested in, and this is a deck that Adam and stuff suggested you should build, Laura.
Oh, no.
Just because we think you'll have most of the stuff that came out in BT20 for it.
Uh-huh.
Because you got a lot of
Or what do you
2.5.
I donated a box.
I mean,
So,
Laura only
Dracomon,
uses yellow,
Examon.
so it's very different to yellow.
I-
though is token generation.
I have one
Good one
Examon.
with this
Like,
token,
someone asked for them. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use them. Here you go. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that would be the style of play. Like, I mean,
I don't personally.
when you look at the likes
No.
of Huya and Rise and stuff, I don't feel like this matches.
Give me a glass of water.
Personally, I don't.
Just get a mug.
I preferred the way
Hello,
Magna
lovely
played.
and heritable.
the no for that.
Fair?
Okay, fair enough.
But I mean, here's the thing though. So this is what I'm about to say. This Dracomon alone, Dracomon X Antibody, completely changes the deck.
Lovely and heritable.
It doesn't make it any more consistent.
It doesn't make it any more consistent, no. But it
So the issue with the deck is still...
So the problem with the deck now, I feel, is the deck is trying to find an identity between the BT20 and the EX3, and you kind of have to somewhat meld the two together, purely on the level 5 side at least, because right now the level 5 say at end of turn you may DNA, and
Don't like DNA.
and it's something the deck likes to do, but then all the BT20 stuff wants you to ace, which is a blasted you all. This Dracomon X antibody has the inheritable end of turn DNA, so you don't need to run the EX3 ones anymore. You can focus on all the new ones. And
Give it a minute.
Honestly, I must say one thing.
Twiddle
But
with your finger or something.
I feel like the way to make
Separated
Actimon
perfectly.
slightly better is just to play Bildramon. I mean, quickly go up
Like, if I'm
DNA, you know?
The DNA deck.
It's
I'm
the
going to
water
build
from-
a Pyramid because I like the way that one
Water's a bit
plays.
weird.
Real quick, is your water in your top oil?
It's
no,
like, it doesn't want to mix.
It might just be heavy water.
I wouldn't... Heavy
heavy one.
Or hard.
Maybe.
Hard? What?
Hard water.
Hard.
Oh, water, bro. You're an expert now, you guys get used to that type of water.
Look,
Yeah.
if you don't treat that water right, it's gonna knock you out.
Heavy water. Yeah, it's really deep, man.
No, but it's just hard.
But no, this Dracomon, like I say, this Dracomon helps the deck find an identity. We don't need to rely on the EX3 pieces. We can go full
BT20.
BT20, and I think honestly from EX3, the only cards you need to think of is definitely the Dracomon to surge power, and potentially Examon. I don't. Outside that, you do not need anything else from EX3.
I would say the level 6s are also still pretty good.
Yeah,
Break
Slayer Dramon,
Drum.
Slayer Dramon mostly. Break Dramon, I
Who
don't.
has the cards? Like, who has these cards?
What, for you to build, or just who has the cards in general?
I have a
Yeah,
lot.
for me to build.
I have a lot of them.
There you go, that's enough.
The Examon X antibody.
Hard to fit it, but still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it's the biggest thing. It's hard to fit it in. I feel like maybe 1, 2, but
Green, red, blue.
yeah, green, red, blue.
Piercing, blocker, evade again? No.
It's lost keywords.
It has no
It actually
keywords.
went down in keywords.
Yeah!
It lost specifically the keyword raid.
I do think I know the reason for that though. It's because the when Digivolving suspends all of your opponent's Digimon.
And Tamers.
And Timers.
So, I'm looking forward to playing it. Honestly, this is probably going to be one of the decks I'm going to be playing the most when BT21 comes out. Just to give a break from all the other decks I've been playing, and it'd be nice to go into this. I did want to play this now, but with the stuff coming out in 21, I feel like with
Very
all...
unexpected, honestly. I don't think anyone could have predicted that Axamon was going to be
No,
like that.
I don't think so. Like, and I think it was Dracomon X when it was revealed first out the two.
And then we were just
Yeah.
like, oh well, it has to.
It has to get Examon X out, surely, right?
We're
And
not
then-
just gonna
I
throw
mean,
in.
that was an yes.
We really thought Dracomon X Antibody was going to be like a promo card. They
It's
brought
not,
out.
they just
Yeah.
I know.
lost it.
My mom went to this last time. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
thanks.
No, honestly, I'm really looking forward to this. Do I think the deck's gonna get any better tier-wise? No.
No.
It's gonna be the same old self.
It's a
gonna,
casual
gonna be,
deck.
that's Wind Guardian's
I
track.
know, but we haven't talked about Puppet by itself,
We leave Puppet alone,
Why
Trevor.
would we?
because it's insane.
Leave Puppet alone.
Fine.
How are we talking about this?
I don't
I don't
know.
want to talk about puppets.
He wants to talk about Puppet himself, but no, I'm actually really looking forward to Examon, and like I said, I'm looking forward to playing it again.
It's
Go
just,
on,
more,
Trevor.
it's just more the on-play one Digivolve. The Digivolve 2 is just insane. And well,
Pokemon does that.
the fact
A lot
that
of-
it's black-green
Yes.
though, and it's also a vegetation.
It is a
He's
vegetation.
He's thinking.
Plants.
No,
Leopard.
Leopard. That's the one.
Leopard,
Hear me
100%
out,
leopard.
Trevor, hear me out. You could just play Medieval Gallant.
But you've played that for free as well.
But you can play Medieval Gallant for free.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it does the job, right?
I think the card is fine.
Yeah.
It's
okay, yeah.
nothing
You know-
special.
Black is.
You know what this card would probably have been good in? A deck that's dead. Omnizu.
Rest in peace.
No, the promo in this set as a box top would have been amazing.
Anyway, we'll continue on. I
Uh,
just wanted to mention it because I think it is cool.
just to briefly mention, they are technically Atmon, but the Three Musketeer Atmons, do we think they're going to do anything?
Seemingly,
They make
Imperial?
they make three
Sure knows all
Musketeers
by
better.
Musketeers.
seemingly fixes the deck, I don't know.
I love how you say
Seemingly.
secrecy, so you're not really looked
I
into
haven't
it.
really looked at it
I've looked into it a little bit. The
I'm
main
curious what-
thing,
There's a few of them I've maybe
No,
missed out.
I'm
the
just
main
curious
thing
about-
that's better, right, is the level 4 is it always gains you a memory back, like every time.
Is it black?
It's purple.
Purple, so it's...
It always gains you a memory back.
The issue with the deck is there's no room for trainings or boosts or anything, so
But like, what I was curious about was like, does that even like
It's go
does
on.
does it even like the other one, like that links? Does it even like? Because it's all like up on a trip.
Yeah,
Can you
it
even
can't-
link the other
You
one
can't
with Three
link to, you can't link
Musketeers?
to the Three Musketeers.
No.
So like they've made an app that is completely pointless to Three Musketeers.
It's not
Yeah.
pointless, they're good as just normal bodies. So what they can do is the level 4 gains you a memory back by tucking option cards. The level 3 now trashes the option cards from sources, or any card, but with the Musketeer trip, but option cards is what you want to trash. So it can trigger loads of your effects to go off simultaneously, which is easier now. And then the level 5 is just a better level 5 option than what you
Yep.
had before.
the
So-
main thing is you get a new promo option card.
I
as well.
suppose, yeah.
So
Yeah.
before we talk about what you're probably excited for this for, we'll talk about its actual purpose.
Does it
Adventure. I've heard a lot of hype on the internet as internet for adventure.
Everyone's excited.
On the
not-
interwebs?
Yeah,
On the
On the
interwebs.
interwebs.
I've not personally looked into the deck because like,
Apparently, I should build the deck.
it's a deck of like all colors.
Oh no.
It's-
No.
It's like it's not bad.
I feel like
It's the best way to
No,
best way to
no,
describe
no.
it. It's a black text box deck.
you know what I feel. I feel we should just go on to the point that me and Amy are excited for it.
No.
Wait, what?
Not quite yet.
No.
No. So obviously,
interested
it's
in-
mostly in the structure decks, which we can technically combine into this because they come out the same day.
Yeah.
Uh,
I feel like with the adventure stuff, it has obviously the potential to be stupid. But realistically, it's probably going to fall in tier 2 category. That's probably how it's going to be. I
Famous
don't
last
think it
word.
has... I think the level 5s are
Sounds like
very, very
something
good.
before.
I think the specifically the War Greymon is really stupid because it gives immunity.
Mm-hmm.
With why? But apart from that, I don't think it has particularly good top end apart from that War Greymon.
One thing, I mean, just to quickly dive out to the structure decks, by the way. The one good thing to know about the structure decks is we're getting the scrambles reprinted in them.
Yeah,
Nice.
so more access to scrambles is always good.
We love scrambles.
New alt arts for them. Love it.
And it's all cards per deck, it's not
Yeah.
overall.
Same as the ST
Same as-
1819.
That's the trailer.
I need the original yellow scrambles. You guys can have your alt darts, please.
But the... Pardon me. I don't think the top end
No,
specific...
you're not party.
Okay. I will remain unpardoned. I'll
think
turn
the
myself
top
into a
ends-
turkey and try to get pardoned.
I don't think the top
Um,
end's that important though in the adventure stuff.
It
Obviously,
doesn't seem like it.
It
the
doesn't-
top,
I
the
think
top
like
end is
level
literally
5, so-
War Greymon and Metal Guru.
You
War
only
Grey,
have
the battle.
one other top end for it. You get a promo War Greymon with the adventure trip.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Ah.
And that seems okay. But realistically, it's one of those decks you're gonna need to see it in action before you can really make a
Yeah,
judgment
it
on
is like it's the first of its kind. The first of its kind in many ways. So like combining so many colors and like say being black text box deck, it's all relying on the black text box digivolution type thing. We're not
I am curious
We're not
about
needing a
one
colour.
thing.
Which
I have
does-
watched a few videos of it, and you basically want to do level 5s, you then Alliance and do other shenanigans,
Yeah,
and then by that time you're like set up so you'll have like 3-4 tamers.
I'm curious about one thing.
So
and
you're
it's
just
more-
playing out Digimon for free that gain Russian.
It's actually a question you can answer. Does it have to be specifically a blue and red War Greymon
No.
and Melga for the Omnius? So realistically, this deck can run Omnius.
It could. Even then, the War Greyus and the Melgarumonius are also blue and red. Yeah, so
I was
your
more talking
question
about
in
I was talking about in general for the adventure.
It's also
But
a big overflow.
it is a massive overflow, but like you know,
one downside the deck's definitely going to have compared to a lot of other decks is the fact of because it's so many colors. breaking, scrambles, boosts.
I feel like the way
I don't
you're
think you need them,
counteracting
though.
that is with the teamers to reduce
Yeah.
the play cost.
You don't need
Yeah.
them because the black option card from the starter decks is broken as shit.
Yeah, it was in Bandai's list, so I imagine it is. I think the main issue with the deck is going to be because you're mostly focusing on the level 5s, which is why I brought up the top end. They're going to be, after they do the checks, they're easily removed, right? So if you're bricking, if you're struggling to see higher bodies or struggling to see like things you need to play out, you don't have the memory for, if your bodies are really easily removed, feels kind of bad.
Yeah. Also, quick thing in case anyone's got any comments, just to kind of mention the deck, because there isn't really a particular card to talk about it. Heroes? Has anyone looked at anything
Honestly,
about
I think adventure is just the main keyword here. I think hero will probably.
There's a lot of hero keywords.
No, I know there's a lot of
Yeah,
hero
but, like,
keywords. I don't think there's
in
an
terms of
actual
this card.
good deck for it yet.
Hero as a deck is going to be bad.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good. I've seen basically every list I've seen for heroes. It focuses on, it has basically 2 or 3 of every hero rookie. It has a couple different level 4s, usually the Hunters one because it plays the teamer for free. And I honestly can't remember any other level 4 because I think maybe King Shout. It focuses on Siriusmon and Shine Grey as its main level 6s because they're basically the most generic of all the hero ones where they work the best because they're good removal and they both have raid. And it has like basically all the tamers except Davis, because Davis doesn't work with heroes at all, but he's hero traded. His effect doesn't work with heroes at all. Did you notice that?
No, his effect does. It's called Gain of Memory.
It's gain of memory, yeah.
Again, I just think there's probably better out there.
No, it's just like quickly,
100%,
because there's not
yeah.
really a card to represent heroes with, I felt like, so I just wanted to quickly ask that. So-
Well, it's the tie.
Yeah. But
It's just.
So let's get into the real reason why Amy's excited about Metal Greymon.
Yes. So,
is it just because it's a cyborg trick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm excited about it as well.
yeah.
Invisible. It's a cyborg.
But it's Metal Greymon, so he's going to digivolve into his evil half, Machine Drum.
Well, that's true.
So it has inheritable alliance, and I had chosen my deck for alliance, which was very, very, limited because I needed to be in an X antibody.
I will say, I just realised, technically this makes your mother's relevant again.
Yeah.
What?
And
Just
I was
Yes, I
crazy.
did.
We haven't been raving about it for
No,
30 minutes.
in my head, it's like, haha, your deck's died, your mother's Shoto, Trace Restriction, your mother's got... Oh,
what?
wait, a
They
lot
thought they could ruin me with that Shoto removal. No, I had Mother in, and I had Hope
Now we
in
just
Mother.
have space for this now. They've opened us up. Yeah, I was looking at it
Yeah.
and I was going like, oh, the usual
I saw it immediately.
Yeah, the usual
I
tactics
saw
we go
Metal,
for.
Greymon, Black, Cyborg, Alliance.
The usual tactics we go for with putting in new cyborgs for Machine Dramon is like a 1, maybe 2 of it, because we like different codes.
Yes.
So we can stuff them easily.
There's
This is 3 of.
That's for real.
There's a 3 of.
Immediately
There's
big
options for this to be a 4
Shoto.
of.
I must say as well, it's the fact it's on play when Digivolve and Digivolve one as well. It probably
Yeah.
makes it even
For
better.
every 2 colours of a tamer.
That's where it was going to be really good when we still had Shoto.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now we only have black teamers, unless they give us the
mat
different.
or something.
You could run a mat.
Remember
There's
something.
options.
Which, I will say, let's point out, like, majority of there is the odd few outside of this comment, but majority of the decent level 5 cyborgs are Metal Greymon, which I can't help but find ironic, given the fact of,
Green.
lore-wise,
Green tamer.
Machine Dramon is its Dark Digivolution.
You're actually wrong about that. That used to be the case. Now, most of the best level 5 cyborgs are either Gigadramon,
Negidroma.
not Megadra. Megadramon, Gigadramon, one of those 2. Or there's 6 different names. Sorry, 5 different names because one's Metal Tyrannomon twice. That's a Trash Security. and they're the best level 5s for Machine Dramon.
Yeah. Green.
The Metal Greymon so far
Green
have been Piercing and Attack Unsuspected.
Out of curiosity,
I'm sorry, were you not playing that one of when block
memory,
gained free memory?
That one too. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
Can I ask you?
And also, my comment still stands. Your comment is all about what are the good ones. Like, I was saying, like, the name in general, Metal Greymon, was, like, the name that was finding most of these.
True.
I
For
was
a
on a-
while, but I will say they started catching on, and Machine Proofed a lot of Metal Greymons. Metal Greymon
Yeah.
betrayed us for a while.
Uh,
They did it with War Growl as well, because they locked it behind Gallantmon in the end.
No, now we're just waiting for the Ice Cloud inheritable in the next step.
No. No.
Or Fortitude.
to be fair,
Fortitude
you
as well.
do technically also have an attack target can't be changed inheritable in the form of like the cyborg.
That's
and
an
I don't
option.
like it
She
personally.
doesn't
Yeah,
like
no,
it.
no, it is an option.
But
I'm
it's
just
an
pointing
option.
it
This
out.
is my whole tactic is the whole collision, gain memory,
Yeah.
and then
No,
killing everything in
100%.
battle.
I understand
I
the
feel like
purpose. I'm just trying to point it out. that
Machine
it is
Dramon's
there.
really wide in what you can do. There's like 30 security attack plus inheritable, so you could go just full out security, not even bother battling Digimon,
Yeah.
just go 5 checks and then on the X. You could do that with
Yeah.
Alliance, like with Mother, and
I suppose because there's
Yeah.
Red Castermon, so.
Just thinking about it, it's not something I'm looking forward to. Medusa going cool, swing all the security, can't kill me, ha.
on the X on top.
Kill trash security on the X.
Also,
Yeah.
Vortex Res into Omni-X. I'll search the Omni-X and then Digivolve it.
Yeah, because the Liberator.
Yeah, not looking forward to
We
that.
love it.
But yeah, no,
I am.
Next set is gonna be
And same with good level.
this
5.
is an insane level 5.
Yeah.
Hunters.
Yeah.
me. Apparently,
Amy's gonna build it.
I'm
Amy's
gonna
gonna.
build it.
Amy
Honestly,
liked it at regional.
I did like our regionals. I will say because I thought it was
Is that the
definitely
first
like-
regionals where we were playing the 3v3 where
Yeah,
you played
I
against
lost
it?
the
Yeah.
And then they did the whole blue option card, whereas it can be blocked, and then that's
The
how they won
plugin.
game.
The plugin.
Plugin, yeah. And I was like, fair enough. It was the it can be blocked.
I
That's how they
know
won.
It's also,
wrong.
jamming.
Oh, that
It
was
gives the
fun.
Digimon jamming and can't be blocked.
And on top of that, when you're sitting on quartz, man,
However,
it's
tag can still be changed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, I just didn't even know it was a thing. It was a random one.
I
up
didn't
in
see
their
it.
deck.
actually,
I didn't see it coming.
the
I
attack
employed
card can
it
be
against
changed,
you.
but you cannot block it.
Yeah.
I believe it does.
Yes, but you can redirect.
Yeah,
I
you can
redirect
redirect.
it.
Yeah, you can redirect.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
But the hunter stuff,
All you say is we did warn you.
the hunter stuff is
It's fine.
it's good support for the deck. Doesn't make the deck any more relevant.
See, here's the one thing. I remember I was talking to Lucas about this the other day because we were talking about like what like types of mechanics and decks and stuff are still kind of waiting for an ace. And it's just like I then talked about how we've like tried to brainstorm potential idea of a cross like Digicross ace type thing. How do you get? And we've never really gotten a finite one where it's like yes, that's how it would be.
I think it'll just
I
be
feel
straight
like
up the Digimon
if
stuff.
that era of Digimon was to ever get the ace, it would be the Hunters because
Yeah.
they are Digivolving still.
Yeah.
And
It's
the Timers reduced the devilish.
I could
That's
still
kinda
just
cool.
see an ace having the Digicross mechanic rather than like I know your idea in the past was tie it to the Tamers. I don't think that's correct. I think re-looking at how counter timing works, from what we thought it was, I think just having it be Blast Digicross instead of Blast Digivolve, that's just the key there.
The problem I feel with that is though, it's like right now when you go to Ace, there is something to telegraph. He has level 4, he has level 5, he has level 6. There is a telegraph of there could be an ace coming. Where if your opponent's got no tamers, they've got no bodies, and you just go, you know what, this seems like a free swing.
I feel
Swing
like-
with my rookie, and they go,
I feel like there's a
Cross.
really easy fix to that. You make it like Blast DNA, you have to have at least one of the sources on board.
Fair.
Or you have to have them all on their Timers. You can't use your hands. You have to use
at least
from
one
under
source
tamer.
from Tamers, one
No,
source from
all-
that's what I'm saying.
sources
You need
from Tamers even?
something like that to telegraph, like,
Yeah,
okay,
because
I feel like
there's an
all
ace
sources from
potential
Tamers.
all sources from Timers means they have to
Yeah,
at least
this
set
is
it up. They
discussion
can't
about
The
just
thing is,
Okay.
go for
Trevor,
it.
with a Digicross, you don't have to use all of the Digicross requirements. You can use
one.
as many as you want. So
Yeah.
having all sources means nothing because they can just
But
always use the
that's what I'm
Digicross.
saying. The Blast Digicross could be like they have to use all the
they always have to use sources from Undertamers. That
And
would
all
work.
the materials, not just one.
I feel like that's too much.
What
I feel
we
like
need,
that's too
Trevor,
harsh.
Is
Emperor
all
Grey
material under one tamer.
For grey money.
Also, really, really harsh. I don't want to ever take it off.
Ancient
Yeah,
grey money
terrifying.
or ancient grey money.
Yeah, that goes on top and with 5 sources, boom.
Screw Hades Force Destromon.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get an
Yeah.
AS hybrid. That would be cool as well.
So, anything in particular hunters that you're looking forward to when it comes to this set?
No.
Don't know anything
Looking
about
forward
Like,
to trying.
It's just looking forward to trying it. Honestly.
There's my boy.
So
What do you think about
well,
switching this page
so-
without talking about my boy?
we have.
Well, that's not my boy, but
It's technically Megidra, but you could technically say Galen, the Guillaume line from this.
I'm playing by trashing one card with Guillemon, Valmon, Gallopmon, or Megidramon in its name. You can,
Draw 2.
or Hero Trait, you can draw 2. It's solid. It's really good. And it's on deletion 1 memory. Yeah.
More search, because that's
Yeah.
what all of the Gallon
That's
stuff
what I mean,
needed.
that's why
Yep.
it's not that good for Conquest Comp.
I would say you can't pass up my boy.
Well, technically, we're not passing up your boy because it's a venture.
Well, yeah, that's a level 3 or 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's inheritable. When attack and draw 1, trash 1. Pretty generic. You can't.
Seems generic fucking Guerrero purple.
Purple.
Purple
I-
Guru.
I think we should talk about Megidra, only because it got 2 fucking votes somehow on my poll.
Like, as I say, I like Megidra. I like the way it plays. I
It's
feel
just-
like it's a bit
It's so straightforward.
too memory heavy.
It's very costly. It has somewhat good effects. The thing people keep saying about it is, oh, it gets the benefit of the new EX antibody line. And I'm like, well, the best one of that line is the Wargrowl X, and if you Digivolve Wargrowl X on top of the Wargrowl, you lose out the really good effect of the new Wargrowl, which is the Digivolve to Chaos Galamon and Megidra.
Yeah.
You killed him.
No, not Caramon.
So, like, I feel like
She didn't kill him. She deleted him.
I
He's
feel like
called-
it's going to be like a tier
I
3,
was like-
4.
He's called Abigail.
Yeah. I'm just quickly reminding myself by quickly reading.
Honestly, the fact that that's a 4 Great Dragons is quite interesting, actually.
Because it is a far great
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. But like,
Is it on play as well?
it is
No.
end of attack.
It's just doing with your ghost deck.
Delete all
does.
Digimon. I feel like it'd be
That's
interesting
probably not
just
consistent.
in. It deletes all Digimon, yeah.
I was just checking to see if it was.
I think it'd be quite interesting to see how it plays in 3 Great Dragons, or 4 Great Dragons, sorry. Because, like, we haven't really talked about the fact that it is actually sport for 4 Great Dragons.
I don't think
No.
I don't think it'll make any
I
difference.
don't think it'll be
I've
around.
never
know.
heard of Flipper Dragons.
Well, I will say one thing.
See,
I
that's
do,
a deck you haven't heard of.
one thing I do find weird. It's just like it's a set all about like the protagonists.
And it's focusing on the,
Why,
like,
why are we
dark
focusing on the
Digivolution line.
evil part of Guillemon?
There's a very, very good answer for that. Gallantmon just got shit tons of support back to back to back.
Uh-huh.
True.
They looked at
And I
it and
think
went,
you're like, okay, now I need to make a bit of extra, but not make
I
it
know,
too
but it's
obvious.
also just Digimon's 53 up there.
I feel like we should talk about the box toppers. So.
Yes,
Oh.
we definitely do need to talk
Yeah,
about
we're
that.
gonna get to those. I'm just making sure there's nothing. I just don't want to like skip over something and go, yeah, no one cares about Scopemon, so I'm just gonna skip over
I
that.
think if we forget about it, we probably wasn't good.
No.
Yes,
Talk
point
about
out.
what we like.
As a, to be fair, honestly, I like the new Wargurumon, by the way. I know you're saying it's a venture, but it's good for purple.
Purple base Garurumon got a buff.
Yeah, you also got Alliance on it. It's pretty
Alliance.
solid.
Hey, look, any of the original Digidestins, that level 5 gives Alliance.
Yeah.
So whatever color they represent, that color now has Alliance, which
Yeah.
is every color.
But I like it as a card in
It's
general.
Pseudomon
Velvet
is now
Horn?
the only card with Alliance in blue.
Guess what has Alliance now as well, though? 3 Good Angels.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sound.
Yeah, because they've got both as Magna Angemon as well as Antrumon.
Yeah, and
My
they're both.
belt
Which
the
also
Alliance.
is-
checks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mastamon has Alliance.
Mastermon has more than one Alliance?
Mastamon already.
Already had Alliance, but now it has less specific Alliance.
Yeah.
No, specific.
So, we mentioned
I
about
ever. Oh, yeah, no, it's Under Woman, yeah.
yeah. So,
So it's
I mentioned about it before Ty because it's part of the adventure stuff. I got really disappointed in this Ty. I hated the fact it's like
White tie, it was perfect for
Greymon.
Omni.
Why is he like the
It was perfect.
It was perfect for
He's the
Omni.
first one.
It was almost like perfect for Omni. We were excited, and then they were like, "No, it's Adventure." Oh,
That's the signature cards. They're just
You know,
Well, Seemingly adventures leading to Omnimon is the top end, but we'll see about that.
Yeah,
We'll
get
probably
there.
get a new Omnimon. at some
Probably
point.
will.
That's
I mean-
adventure trait.
Okay, we
One
played with
thing-
them. 3 said it was confirmed.
I am
don't-
so
I didn't see
annoyed
nothing
with
about
this
that.
alt art.
Yeah, so one thing I want to bring up is the serialized Omni of BT21.
I am
Okay.
so annoyed with this.
So first
So,
of all, I love the fact that they've moved the serialized to the center of the card. I love the fact they're doing
But
that.
Lumi. So it's in the center, yes, but the actual number isn't.
I know that. I was going to say that.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
so the box is centered, but when the number's printed on it, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not?
it's like over the
It's off
left.
center.
So it's like, you know, if you go into a Word document, you've got left aligned, center aligned,
Yeah.
right aligned. It's like left aligned.
Yeah.
They forgot to hit the center button for the text.
It's a pretty big blunder.
But, like, honestly,
So I was going to say, that's the first thing. I like they moved that box to the middle, and then they ruined it with that.
In
Second,
fairness, this is the same company that had to do a bunch of erratas just for bad English.
so
Like-
the other thing I want to mention, I'm slightly annoyed by the fact that we had serialized BT14 One Grey, serialized BT15 Melga Rumon. It was just like, cool.
Should
Then-
have been Omni.
And then they hinted the fact of, oh, the next card's obviously going to be Omnimon.
The
It's going to be
artwork-
the two together. And it's just like, okay, cool. I like they've done that. And the artwork is fantastic. You see Wargreymon, you
You
see
see
Melgaru,
Melgaru.
you see Omnimon. It looks glorious.
I mean, it's no Amy's artwork,
But it's Royal Knight Omni. It's not. It's not.
it's
Omni.
BT13
Yeah,
secret.
it's not an Omnimon that combines the two together, which means in theory you will never have the chance to play all three serialized cards.
I am really disappointed it's not the Omnius. Like,
I mean,
it
you
was
could if you
perfect.
wanted to make a scuffed fucking jank deck.
I think they look so pretty with the ES border as well.
Yeah.
It would be. It'd be so good. Like they were sitting there on the tip of absolute amazingness. What they
Glory, they were on the edge.
Now it's glory.
and they decided to take a pickaxe to the edge of the cliff and go down.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I think happened? So they printed all that new Royal Knight support, and this was originally Omnius. And then they seen everyone playing Royal Knights, like, fuck. We need
Gotta
to,
get
We
the
need
pipe
some
here,
money.
yeah.
we need to sell these boxes.
Let's get on to talking about the promos.
Well, before we do, really want to quickly just give props and stuff to mention the prettiness of the artwork of all the signature cards.
yeah.
Just really
They do deserve it. to
They
be fair.
do deserve it. Like they're
So basically, the best ones are the Grace Nova, the War Grey. No one cares about that green one. The Gunimon's really the Gunimon has fucking
It's Ephedra.
biker look to it, like just fucking.
It's Ephedra is the green one that he's talking about, if that's the one. They said nobody cares about that one. I don't. To be fair though, Adam, that is meta, that one.
No, it's not matter. That's
Got that?
I didn't even play that card, Trev.
Look, the best part of that artwork is Hexablow in the background.
Actually,
You're getting
ES in
the guy's getting upstaged by his
Honestly,
background character. Okay.
I must say the signatures on are like the small hawk print design on them is pretty cool.
It is
So cute.
gorgeous.
It is very cool.
I have to say, the one I'm disappointed about is the Beelzemon, because it's a Beelzemon that we've had before in, like, I think better art style. I don't think it's pretty easily.
I think it's
grabbable,
very
like-
manga art style.
Honestly,
but
I don't like it.
When they were doing it, they would have been better making it the ES version, I think, because we've only got it. It would play on.
But that's getting reprinted with like Hexablow and like in the gold.
Yeah, it'll kind of be cool though. But yeah,
I just think they shouldn't have done Beelzemon.
right. And the promos, then the box toppers.
6 promos, and then we have the LM cards as well, because they're included. It's the LM5 cards. So first we've got Wargreymon, like you said. Honestly,
Adventure top end.
it's Adventure top end, Security Tackle Swan.
It's
blocker.
grey top end as
Yeah.
well.
Honestly, I think this Wargreymon has potential to be used in actual Wargreymon decks.
Yeah.
I do see potential. The thing is that I'm not going to lie, you're probably talking like 1, 2, just because it's very hard to upstage BT12 Wargrey.
BT12 War Grey is the War Grey.
Yeah, it's very hard to upstage him. Honestly,
Galvan is cool.
I'm actually interested in this card for the simple reason of I actually really want to, like, because now there's so many options, I really want to build Gaiomon Just pure
Like, as a
Gaia.
deck,
Yeah,
you
pure
could.
Gaia.
I had a very good Gaimon deck build that I saw off an Ultima Cup that I built, and it worked really like a treat. And it used the Alphamon or Greymon line to just tuck X antibody sources, and then you went into Gaimon. It was like Gaimon OTK. You went into the X4, and then you trash security, and then you digivolve to the
Blitz.
the BT21.
Yeah.
And you did like 3 or 4 checks there with Sec plus 1 inheritables, and you just went straight through security, and it was like a dream.
One thing I will point out about this Gaimon,
And I still did the cash.
compared to...
I don't know, I really like that
I
at
wouldn't
the
be
top
honest,
end
I
for
think the
X antibody.
EX4 had it, I'm not entirely sure if it did, but this Gaimon could not digivolve with a Blackwater Greymon.
So no, the X4 didn't. But what's good about this one is it can, through the EX4's end of turn effect, this
Yes.
is now a new target for that, which is
Yeah,
really
it's because it's ruled for it is it's also treated as having Greymon in him.
No, it's because it's the EX4
Yeah.
lets you digivolve at the end of turn
good. Into a play cost 13,
or higher.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
not higher, just play cost 13.
Okay, gotcha.
Is it
gotcha.
just for the... Okay.
Because the only other one was also play cost.
It's pretty cool. I like Gaimon.
The reason me and Shiro like the card is because it is a possible one-up for Medusamon. Because it's Dragonkin,
Dragonkin,
and it's
yeah.
actually
Yeah.
it's actually not bad top end for Medusamon. Because it's got reboot, it gives a bit more of a defensive option, and it has the
Start of main.
Force your
Yeah,
Digimon, punch
the
Digimon to attack, yeah.
so it can like sort of force.
When attack types change,
Combat a bit.
crash your opponent's security card.
That's also really good.
But yeah. Then we're on to Duraguro. Is this card any good? Used to have played the deck.
It's only good in the black version.
Yeah, it's only good in the black version.
Collision Security Attack +1 seems pretty solid though.
It's definitely good.
It's hard to tell how good it's going to be.
Yeah.
You really need to test it.
Does the black version bricks that?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of memory gain or anything. The main thing with this card compared to the old one, so the old one required Kosuke to trigger the when digivolving. This one doesn't, but it does require
No,
Kosuke
no.
to get the full effect.
This one specifically requires Kosuke, the old one just required SOC trigger.
Or it just required a tamer. Sorry, but this one at least gets something when digivolving.
This will be better when we have a second Kosuke.
Yeah.
We only still have one.
Yeah, we only.
Do you not have the double name one?
It's not Kosuke.
It's
Ah,
not
it's
It's not a Kosuke? Oh.
And,
It's AJ.
remind me, Kosuke, was he like the good guy or the bad guy in
He looks
I
like a
can't
bad
remember
guy,
in
so I'm
terms of
assuming
this.
he's a bad guy.
In terms of the story, he was very much a guy.
Because
He
I
was a guy.
Cool guy.
I
It
know-
depends on your. It depends on who
What-
you agree with.
because I know they've. So the thing is, you might not get another Kosuke because I know they've announced that Seekers is getting one more like novel,
Yeah,
but it's focused on the Digi-Police.
girl. Yeah, I think it's focused on
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Shu.
He can be a
Specifically.
sidecar
I don't
kind
know
of
that. I like shit.
Yeah,
And I do think that, but I do believe they also said that Edgy pops up in it.
see, the thing with the new Dorgormon is that once
think
it's
we-
digivolved, that's it. That's all. As apart from that, it has Sec +1 and Collision, which are good, but that's all it's doing after it's digivolved. It's just a beat stick. Whereas the old one had the unsuspend effect.
This
Yeah, every
card
turn.
sucks, Trevor, but it's cheaper to digital than to
So
the
you
middle.
have,
Yeah.
I was supposed to you have a program on how
I just wanted to read it to see how I feel.
It's better than the BT21 Emperor Grey in the actual set.
okay.
That's all I know about it. As far as I know, BT21
It's
Emperor Grey
okay, yeah,
sucks.
the other one's
This
better.
promo one is better. The old
The other one does
BT7
require
or
Digimon on
18
the
one
board, though, which
better
is a bit
still.
annoying.
And
Yeah.
that's only if you care about like the Susanamon sort of engine stuff. Apart from that, all of
It
the
seems
stuff,
okay.
and you just go BT12 if you're going right outwards.
Honestly, it seems okay.
Shiro, is this promo gallant any good?
The different version of BT13 count.
It gives you recovery.
Better than
Exactly what
BT13 in most cases.
I mean, you
Because
can,
you, you can play this for a reduced cost while having a Digimon.
yeah, it's also got Rush Blocker, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
It has blocker as well. Well, it's a defensive tool.
It depends, I mean...
It's also an aggression
It's
tool.
obviously supposed to be used with the Mega Digimon deck.
I honestly think that it's pretty decent for Royal Knights, everyone's favorite.
I didn't think about that as well.
Yeah.
Technically, Royal Knights can
It's
use
another recovery option for Royal Knights.
Royal Knights. Jeez,
They already
Christ.
have it in Alphamon days.
I know, but they have another one.
Yeah.
They have one that goes into it.
They have one that's red, so GX can digivolve over it.
They're giving,
Also, you can
Actually, no.
it's yellow, so you can
Alphamon's
DNA
black,
it into the health.
they're giving a lot of toolbox options for Gallant now, so.
Trevor, take
Oh
us-
yes, Masty.
I know you've got plenty to say with Masty, go on.
Oh, 100%. Like, flipping this thing is just like I don't know who designed this or who
They
designed
were
it.
on fucking
But
crack.
they were on crack. He is 100% right in this. They literally.
Lar should
Read
be
that
passing
card.
on too.
Read that card.
I feel like you're like
No.
this one actually.
But like,
Is someone gonna give me a grand to build it?
the fact that
This doesn't cost $1,000 unless you want to make it look pretty.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
pretty much there.
Lar,
You read it?
we know your cardboard spending helmets.
You know what?
afford this.
I'll do one better. I will read it for the cost of the stream because it's just
Leave me alone.
insane.
It is. I would
So,
like it right
obviously, normal 13 cost, normal 5 cost to Digivolve, 13,000 the Angel, you know, all the usual. It's actually just Angel, I'm sure. It's not like anything different. But DNA Digivolve, purple level 5, yellow level 5, cost 0. NTN as usual. When Digivolving, recover 1.
Yeah, sure.
Don't even need to DNA for that.
No,
part, just Digivolve.
Digivolve recover 1, yeah. Then if DNA Digivolving.
By the way,
because-
real quick, just to quickly clarify how insane that just when Digivolve not even require DNA. It is a yellow vaccine.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, Master's been insane, but the when Digivolving recover 1 is just so good. Then, when DNA Digivolving by placing one other Digimon or Tamer as the top or bottom security card, trash your opponent's top security card.
So it'd be your Digimon, your Tamer, your opponent's Digimon, your opponent's Tamer.
Which
You
would be
can
effectively
remove-
cover 2.
Yeah, but you can also choose your opponents, so you can get rid of their Tamers by putting them in the security. You can, like, it is just, that alone is insane. Then we
Well,
have
the-
the...
Well,
Re-
camera
re-
removal from
I've got to say real
Yeah.
quick, like the also explained, so it's top or bottom security. So if you're picking like a Tamer, you can go, I'm going to put your Tamers at top of security,
And then trash
and then
it.
merely
You
trash it.
trash it.
Or you can just go and pick your Digimon, put that to the bottom, trash your top, because I now know your bottom security.
Can you
card is.
choose your own Digimon?
You can,
Yes.
Yeah.
You can choose your own, you can choose your own Tamer.
So-
But you always trash your opponent's security.
yeah.
Regardless of what you're picking. So if you
Recover
pick-
2 is pretty good.
Recover 2 and trash your
I'm
opponent's
about to say-
security by 1 is insane.
So if you're against a deck where you feel like, oh, they've got potential for Tamer hate, and they might pop my Tamers next turn, I'm going to DNA into Mastimon. I'm going to put my
Mary on
Mirate to the top of my security.
Can you imagine
Come on!
one off TK to the top of your security, making it
Yeah,
get
just constantly
complex, keep
recycle the
whipping it.
TK. Yeah, you
Not
can
even
do
that.
that.
Even the memory setter TK just keeps going in and grabbing what you want
Yeah.
from there
Yeah.
again and again.
That isn't even the best bit of it. It also has a when Digivolving when attacking on top of that. So when Digivolving when attacking once per turn. By trashing your top security card, you may play one purple or yellow Digimon card with 6,000 DP or less from your hand or trash without paying the cost.
So one of the things to really combine this with as well, like, so say if you've got BT15 Garamon, you go called
Yep.
DNA, I'm going to put this Garamon to the top of my security. I am now going to choose the when Digivolving to trash top of my security to do all that, but then immediately the Garamon goes, because I was trash, I'm going to play myself and gain a memory.
Yes.
And on top of that,
Exactly.
you're also going to get the fact of playing a Garamon on top of that.
This is an insane card. It is also super secret support for Lusamon.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
It's good in any yellow-purple deck, realistically.
I
if we're
know,
being
but
perfectly
especially
honest.
when you're when you're level 5.
Well, you're
they're
level
both
5,
yellow,
yeah. yeah.
purple.
You get the DNA in it as well.
I honestly think this is just a really kind of good goofy one-of for Lusamon. You know, the tier 1.5 deck. That fucking list we saw, I don't even know who it was. That was
But
so
I mean,
dumb.
Angel Vaccine as well. Like, it's just
It's good for a lot of
so
things.
good.
It's really good. I think this is like one of the maybe the missing pieces of like, I don't think it's going to jump Mastermon to meta by any means.
I think it'll become Rogue.
I
I
was
think
say-
genuinely this card could make
I-
Mastermon itself just pure Rogue.
I would say the best way to describe, like, Mastermon as a deck's kind of always been this way, and this is kind of that piece that the card deck needed, where, like, compare it, like,
Well, we don't have to run loose on
a similar mean to, like, a similar mean to, like, Sephago type thing, like, it's one of those skill ceiling decks, right? Where it's like, the deck has the tools, and this is just a tool it's been missing, inside its own thing, And
realistically.
I'm gonna be honest, like someone like Trevor who's been playing the deck since day one, with this card is going to do absolutely amazing. And someone like myself, if I was to pick up the deck, I'd be like, I've got no freaking clue where to start and how to do this shit.
We're gonna love this, Trevor.
We are. Huh?
I'm gonna be running D-Digital for days.
You can run D-Digital as much as you want.
He's going to go into another one.
You can give me a level 5 for my Blast DNA in the next turn, and then you'll D-Digital that, and I'll get another one.
D-Digital 1? Who D-Digital 1?
I
Yeah, but of course I'm at level
genuinely...
5. So.
I will be Digivolving by 3.
I think the main thing is, right? Yeah,
Hang
well, you
on,
D-Digital
hang on,
right back into
D-Digital
another level
yeah,
5.
it's level 5 still, because it's got
Stuck.
I don't go over level 3s.
I D-Digital? No, I don't know.
You'd have to do
He'll
Digital
figure-
2 to get it.
He'll pick the right thing so it's not level 3. Or not level 5. The thing with this is, as soon as you get Tamer Hate in a deck, it immediately jumps the deck up way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the fact that this card can remove Tamers is stupid as fuck, and it's the best thing on the card completely, 100%.
I'm going to be honest. I think out of all the promo box toppers, best one.
Think of all the problematic Tamers in the
Disregard
game
one,
right
yeah.
now.
Problematic Tamers, not even just that, like, if they're doing the usual, like, you just go into this and just go, you know what, your Tamer's now your
Do you
bomb
know
security.
what's kind of thinking that's kind of amazing thinking about it is, say a deck like Shine that's just got amazing upon, like, cool, all my markers, they go DNA, I'm going to put that mark as top of your security and then immediately try.
I'd be happy for that, you know why? All turns Geogray, it's hidden security, Digivolve, nice.
Honestly,
No. You know, as I'm saying, they'll go, I'm going to put your markers to the top of your security, and then I trash the top of your security. I'm trashing your markers.
That's fine, I'll just go, whenever Marcus is deleted, I'll just put the one I want to the top.
honestly, that's what
And then they just put... Go
Look, I'm gonna have 50 Marcus
Look,
in security, one way or the
you stack their Marcuses to the bottom of security so they can use them, and then you just keep trashing the top. Like, you don't care about their Marcuses being in security. When you're hitting the last couple of cards in security, you're going to win.
So let's be
When you
honest.
trash down to 4,
So let's be honest, like, your main deck for BT21 to play off is going to be Master, right?
Probably. Like, that alone makes me really excited to play Master again. Like, it is kind of insane.
And then that is the last of the new
Yeah, it is pretty
promos.
cool.
It is. So we're just going to quickly mention the 4 reprints that are coming, then we're going to mention the LM cards. So they're reprinting BT13, yes, BT13 Gallant with a new artwork, BT14 Pada.
Is
Which
that
is
the
insane.
Digimon?
That's the starting me
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
That's beautiful.
They're
Yeah.
reprinting Andrew Womon Ace, and they're reprinting Analog Youth.
Which is the ult
I
that
like
we
that
got
one.
from participating,
We did,
yeah.
But this one will probably be textured.
Probably.
And it will be so annoying because
Which-
it will be textured
Something
and
I
the other
can't
one
help but, quickly, something I can't but find amusing. Like I mentioned about being yellow vaccine stuff. I love how in the same set that we're getting a promo master, we're getting a Padamon and an Andrew Womon Ace reprint.
Honestly, that's another.
Oh yeah, Lady Debbie and stuff.
Yeah.
Another Mako.
So on to the LM cards, because these are LM5. So LM5 was the last
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
outside of unification, and they were like, okay, to make sure unification goes forward, we're going to put the new cards from LM5 into the box toppers of BT21. So the first one is Valkyrie Mom.
I actually quite like Valkyrie.
Yeah. So honestly, I kind of like it. It gives, outside of having to go silliness for the Valkyrie deck, it just gives you another Valkyrie name to kind of go into for it.
I don't really think you care about the Valkyrie name type thing. I'm iffy on the card because I find it weird it's part blue. I
That's what I
think
was
it's
gonna say.
fine. I don't think it's bad. It's got the sec +1 when security is removed again, or
It's
when
not
something
security,
No,
it's
so
when
it's-
something happens. It's
So
the same sort of
it's
style.
it's the blue part. So you return one of your opponent's Digimon 1000
One
DPL, that's
attacking
the
one Digimon.
bottom of the deck. If you don't return something,
Then it's the sec.
yeah.
So it's the same gimmick of if X happens, do X. If X doesn't happen, gain a sec +1.
Also, your attack target can't be changed with this card.
Yeah, pretty solid.
That's kind of
Solid.
like it's good. I don't know if it would actually help Valkyriemon, and outside of Valkyriemon, I feel like
It's just a generically okay level 6.
actually, guys, no, I figured out what it is. It is Galaxy Top End again.
Oh,
It's red and blue, so it can go over both the Galaxy level 5s. It's just Galaxy top end again. And they can't have their attack target changed.
Over Medusumon.
So,
Galaxy.
They can't have their attack target changed.
But they have made it a cost 4, so they've learned from Invisible.
It doesn't matter, it's free in Galaxy.
in Galaxy, it's free. And we
Galaxy
need,
pays no taxes.
So,
Galaxy needs to pay
the
taxes.
big thing I feel like it does for Valkyrie is for people that maybe you're interested in the deck, but let's be honest, there's still people out there that aren't fond of aces. This gives them the opportunity to play the deck without having to play the ace.
I
you
don't
play
agree
both,
with
but
that.
But it is
I
what
still
it
think
is.
just the ace is a necessary piece.
I think it's
No, I agree. I think the ace is a necessary piece, but not everyone's on board with aces.
I think it's decent, but we'll see.
A card that Amy's looking forward for, Vikemon, because it's Ice Clad.
It has Ice Cloud.
It has ice class.
It also has Ice Snow type. as a
It does
real
not.
Yes, it does.
threat. It's a real threat.
Sea
No,
beast,
sea
sea
beast.
beast.
Oh,
Yeah, no, don't worry, guys. I know the card very well.
I thought that red
That
as
was
Ice
the biggest
Snow there.
disappointment.
I am blind. I wear glasses.
It's the
Yeah.
right color and everything, which is sad.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Oh my gosh, that went Digivolving.
I know.
Trash any 4 devolution cards from your opponent's Digimon.
pretty decent, you know, guys.
Yeah, pretty.
But then, if your opponent's got no Digimon with as many or more Digivolution cards as this Digimon, it on suspense, and all he wants Dig Security to get -6.
That's insane. It's quite good actually. I like
It
it.
makes the idea of Burst Mode Ace pretty decent in Ice Snow now, because now potentially, if you're willing to drop Hexaglow or at least go lower on it, all your top end is yellow.
I mean, it also makes pseudo aces kind of a slight bit better as well.
Yeah,
right?
because now
now
it
you
takes
can-
over for
Yeah.
3. There's some good things about that card, but it's nothing groundbreaking.
Anyone interested in this
This
card?
is terrible. I
This
remember reading it
Digimon?
and just thinking, this is just bad.
It is
What
good.
is Deep
Yeah.
Saver?
It is good
Deep
in
Saver?
Deep
Yeah.
Savers. I don't have an interest in the deck, but I know it is good in
Sure.
Deep Savers.
If you have whatever
You know, he does it on purpose.
I can see why it's
On
getting deep
purpose?
savers. I feel like it's got an okay effect, but I don't think it'll be groundbreaking in anything else.
It stops Tamers from suspending.
I love this
Unsuspecting.
Digimon. That's one of my favorite
Is it
Digimon.
unsuspending? It's blue.
What, reclusible?
Oh, so yes.
Oh, you're the next
Yeah.
one.
That whole line is the Maycrack stuff is really cool. I love it.
There's a beautiful card.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is Angel support. This is 3
Yeah.
great Angel support.
Again, I'm very happy because Angels.
Yeah.
Angels is just your thing.
I don't play angels though.
No, he does. He has.
I know it's very
It's to Rafi.
He doesn't have enough of the Angel stuff to play.
So I'm kind of like, this is the thing that I've done with the deck though. So I don't technically play Angels in its conventional sense. I go up to level 6s and then I DNA into Oryukin.
Yeah.
You
which,
should,
which you found is real. You don't
but
know how
now
it
you can
works.
now you can have more options to go DNA
Yeah.
into Chaosmon,
Yeah,
Valderar.
yeah.
Even better.
This is pretty decent because it puts itself into security ondulation, so you can just play it out again with Dominimon.
So it's Invisible.
Or Digivolve into it with Dominimon, as
I
there's
just noticed
There's
like,
another
of
part
what-
about Digivolving as well.
the 3 great Angel option card can also play it out because it's rule traded to be a 3 great Angel. And then I forget what the when Digivolving is.
So, on play when Digimon, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then until the end of their turn, one of their Digimon or Tamers cannot activate when Digimon effects or unsuspend.
Pretty solid.
On deletion, place this card as the bottom security card.
Yeah, so
Pretty good vaccine in general.
it's good recursion.
Hold up. Does it say place it as the bottom security card?
The bottom.
Yes,
Yeah.
Whose?
yours.
Yes.
Doesn't say that.
Place this card as the bottom. No, as the bottom security card.
Yeah, well, it can be anyone's.
Yeah, that's
That's
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, because you know what my gameplay strategy involves? You killing my Digimon, I'm going to put
Look,
it upon me, yours.
This is a Medusumon situation again with progress, okay? Whenever something doesn't specify,
We know, Adam, that's the joke.
it has to be that.
But I will be putting it on my opponent's bottom security.
Right.
Fucking cheater.
I'm going to be honest, though, like, one of the other things I'm thinking of with the deck is just, like, it's in my head, I'm thinking, like, this yellow good stuff with this, with, like, the polar bear mon and stuff. Just the idea of all these different effects to kind of go, know when Digivolving or unsuspending, or know when Digivolving and doing this. It's like,
No.
It's
Wrong.
actually an Angel traded Venusmon. In a way. It's
In
just
a way,
unfortunate
but
that-
also wrong. Everyone shut up. This is Alliance Bunny's top end.
Actually,
It's a
that's
two-color-
really good.
It's
Yeah.
a 2-color green. It recovers. It has natural sec +1, and if you give it Alliance with the ST
It
lock
recovers?
on, well, it puts itself on deletion.
Oh, the under. I was gonna say I don't
It
see
stops
what-
when Digimon effects. It has a natural sec +1, so you're doing 3 checks. If you
Honestly,
get it
yeah, he has a point. Like, that is
This
a really
is-
good top end for bunnies.
It's a good green toolbox card. It's
You know what? I just realised you said good top end for bunnies and stuff, and I'm sitting there thinking,
True.
good. No, I'm not thinking for everyone. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, good lord, I really hope that TK never comes back and you get flipping armor vaccine again, because that's a vaccine that you could use.
Me? I didn't have armor vaccine in the first place.
No, I know you didn't.
No,
I mean, like,
it's just talking in
I
general.
mean,
Oh,
in
yeah.
general.
Honestly, yes and no. Honestly, the levels, no.
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 It's green.
Yeah, but no. Like, honestly, this is the issue with the armor thing that you were saying. Like, honestly, the armor level 6s are just better top end than this. As unfortunate as it is, both armor level 6s just are so good at doing what they do.
Yeah.
Plus, on top of that, in armor and stuff like that, you're not running on many level 5s.
A card that Shiro was looking forward to, then his deck died.
Everyone laugh and point.
Dark Dramon Ace.
It's okay.
Shiro,
It's okay.
Shiro, would you like to explain why this
I'm
card
playing
was amazing?
Galmon for the next 3 months straight.
Just fight everyone.
Shiro, would you like
You're gonna hate that most.
would you like to explain why this card was amazing before, like,
Have we even said what card we're talking
Dark
about?
Dramon
Dramon
Ace.
Ace?
Yeah, so it does pretty much a mini Death Axe effect on its own play, which is pretty good. So you did is you will then delete all your opponent's Digimon at the lowest cost or
Play
lowest
cost.
level.
Yeah, play cost.
But the main thing is, it has fucking collision.
As an inheritable.
So my Omnizorts could have had collision. That was it. That was the.
That was the main thing. He just
Oh,
wanted that collision.
Great, yeah.
He wanted to be like sports swing collision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to
Now-
know, you can play it in Excel.
Yes, you can.
yeah,
You can
the
do
two-
over XL, yeah.
The 2 decks this is for meant to be for D Brigade and it's meant to be for XL. It's pretty good for XL because it's now a 7 cost. Another level 6 that you can play out for really cheap in DNA. It's pretty decent for D Brigade given them an ace. I think it's actually very, very good generic ace for black and purple that they've been wanting for a very long time.
Yeah.
More purple. Because I'm telling you, I was looking at options for Ghost. I was like, is
For
there...
the under Apocalypse.
You could.
That's it.
Is there any...
Give the abort
Yeah.
collision.
I was trying to think, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck you give him the Bormont?
Oh, wait, no, yeah.
That's all I need is...
You can give Armageddon more collision.
I'm not
Got
even
him on
collision
Twitch,
blocking.
yeah.
That's all I need is when you're sitting there going, Belphemon, delete all your level 5 and lowers, and then immediately you're gonna go Apocalypse to go into this, go, right, delete all your level 5 and lowers, all that's left is your level 6, and then you use this to Digivolve on all of them, and then immediately just delete them all again.
Yeah.
Okay, can I point out something?
No, you can't. Shut the fuck up, everyone. Now, why I was about...
Ow.
What I was talking about before 4 people shouted over the top of me.
That's the trick I was
For
doing.
you.
Never advice.
I really wanted... Okay. Sure. I really wanted this for Ghosts going into regionals, and then I
Even
went,
straight
fuck,
up
that's
Ghosts.
not coming out for 2 months. Because this would have been an incredible option to go over. A Phantom one I could play back. I think it's really, really good generic purple ace. For any deck.
I was
really.
going to say, it's quite interesting
I
that
think it could go into our board.
it can give Armageddon collision.
If you're wanting it to be in the shot at all, that's where it needs to sit.
Oh really?
Oh, okay.
The entire time it's been here, you can't see it.
Oh no!
Like, literally.
All that
I would
poses.
put
You've been posting
it
it the whole
was-
time.
All
So,
that posing
where it
for
is now,
nothing.
its legs start going out of shot.
No.
Really?
Yep, and only its head, only its arms, and like where the chest is in shot now.
Oh god damn it. Oh no.
Adam.
It's hard to balance.
No.
No, it's not gonna work.
So if you've been wanting it in shot, it needs to be at this end of the table. the
One of his
entire time.
arms is a little bit weak.
Yeah.
He had a stroke.
Oh, like you.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's good for like Dorgora potentially as a good ace. I think it's good for
That is garbage.
That's so
I was
bad.
about to say, does anyone even care about Goo Money?
It's
No.
It's
fucking
meant
shit.
for Barbamon,
It's so
but
bad.
its way
But
of being
Barbamon's
good for
also bad.
Barbamon is being deleted,
The
and it's an
only-
ace.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
The only thing that's good about it is the rule box. Everything else about it's garbage.
That's its fallen angel.
Yeah, everything else. I wouldn't play it because the rest of it's garbage, but I mean, it's funny.
Right? Everything?
So that's kind of overall the set of BT21.
Feels so long.
So let's. You say that was only 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
It
kind of.
wasn't actually that much.
It wasn't that long. So
It did feel longer though.
let's.
Only because we didn't get to talk about Shine more.
You got all the opportunity on. So let's go around the table real quick.
You have plenty of time to talk about how
Yeah, of course
Shine
not.
was
So
a
let,
disappointment and didn't live up to your expectations.
so
It exceeded my expectations. Look, I was slightly disappointed that we didn't get a Geogray that played a Marcus again. But the Geogray we did get, right? It makes going up to a Shine for virtually fuck all. It's stupid, right? Because you can just Riaz and go right to a Shine so easily in 17 different fucking ways. It's insane. It's stupid. I love it.
And then
So-
Irish
The balance with
Imperial
the
comes
fact
down
we're
like,
here for shiny
sorry.
cardboard.
Or
Virus Imperial.
you just keep hitting the
I'm
Marcus
sorry.
and scared
I'm
out.
sorry. I'm sorry, Shiro. When I can get to a ruin mode before you can get to a fighter mode, then it doesn't fucking matter. Because all I need is an Agumon, and you can't do the combo again. Because I'll just ruin mode the board, and you go, oh, I play Worm, it's dead. I raise
I
Wormon,
thought
it's
that's what
dead.
Rapid
I play
did.
Shadra, it's dead.
If I was
You
gonna
can't
pick
get
a-
into the line.
if I was gonna pick a deck that high rolls on is faster, I would say Paris Imperial beats Shine.
Oh, we'll put it to the test then.
That's right.
future match, come into the chat.
Look, from now on, I feel like any disagreements any of us have is just settled on the table.
Yeah.
all you do is you go on the Varus, okay, you put your worm on and raisin, okay, play all of you, well, Trosh from level 5 and a worm on.
That's
Oh,
a serious
I have full
idea.
combo.
Digimon debates. You debate a topic, then you play so you see who wins.
Alright.
Right. So let's go around the table real quick. 2 questions. What's the deck you're looking forward to play from BT21? It doesn't have to be BT21 specifically cards, just what is going to be also playing that format, as well as what do you think the best deck coming out of BT21 is. Start with Amy.
One? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to honestly playing. I'm excited to play Machine Dra, but no, Galactic with the new stuff.
And what do you think is going to be the best deck from 21?
Holy song. I have to say.
She's on board with me.
I'm
Guys,
excited
the
for
best.
Shine.
It's
I'm excited
fucking
for
Royal
Shine.
Knights. Royal Knights gets a new gallant one.
We'll get to you.
Well, let's get a new Gallimon.
Wait your turn.
I think I'm very excited for Shine. Obviously, I'm excited for a couple different decks, but Shine is top of the list.
The baby.
It's my baby. I love it. It hasn't been good since 13.
What do you think is going
Hasn't
to
been
be?
good. Surprisingly, with how much I said it throughout the podcast, Galaxy gets a lot of good top end in this set.
Oh.
Yeah.
It gets like pretty much like 3 different cards I said would be pretty good for Galaxy. Medusa, the Valkyrie. I think there was a third one.
The
but I can't
Medusa is
remember.
gonna be insane on it.
Like, Galaxy gets treated well again, even though it didn't get touched on the ban list. So, best deck in the world.
What deck are you looking forward to the most to play in BT21?
Shine.
Shine?
Look up Shine.
What do you think is going to be the best deck for 21? Or coming from 21?
Probably Medusa.
Medusa could be up
Because
there,
Medusa's a
honestly.
solid
I
pick.
just kind of
Yeah.
realized
Progress
like,
is
really
like
funny combos.
yeah, progress is stupid.
Progress is good. Trashing security is good.
Digivolving.
Gaining back memory is good.
Yeah.
Playing tokens is good.
Digivolving for reduced cost is good. Like I mean, there's pretty much has a
I
lot.
want to build Medusa.
Oh no.
There's not 3 to 4.
Oh no.
Stop glazing my waifu.
There's a line for Medusa, Lara.
Technically, I should be the front of that line, but you know.
Technically, you're not paying into the kids.
Wow.
Wow, really have to go there.
Again, I just want 1 or 2 Medusa mons. Everything else in the line, I don't care
Look,
about.
if
Come on,
we
Medusa
end-
is my name.
We know a lot of Medusas.
I'll take the old search driver.
Everyone at this table has expressed interest in Medusamon. Do you understand that?
I know.
It's a pretty waifu. Get
Like,
over it.
I don't even care about the
pretty.
deck. I just care about the Medusa.
Digimon is the reason we're all bisexual.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Well, you're
Everyone-
different, Trevor. And you're
There is two kinds of people in the world: bisexuals and liars. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
I am going to be putting all that out.
That is so offensive. I don't know how I feel about that. Guys, we're going to play Digimon. They're like fixes.
So anyway, the deck I'm looking forward to playing the most from 21 is probably Xmon, honestly. I'm just really looking forward to playing that deck again. And what I think is going to be the best deck, it's probably a mixture between either Royal Knights or...
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, out to... I've got more Nightmare with Gallant, so I'm going to say Gallant.
Exactly.
again, you're glossing over Galaxy here.
I've not played against Galaxy.
I don't mind.
Best deck in the world.
No.
One world.
No.
All I'm saying.
I've only played one Galaxy deck.
I think
It was actually Galaxy, so it wasn't just the engine.
It was Grace Nova.
It was Grace Nova. It was like, it wasn't the actual, like, oh, I'm gonna, toolbox.
Yeah.
What deck are you looking forward to playing the most?
Honestly, as much as I like all the hybrid support, I honestly think Masty's where I'm going to be playing a lot from this.
Maybe I'm wrong. Before I get the Shiro, a lot of us have pretty much like mentioned decks like kind of going back to our roots a little bit,
The
right?
thing is, actually, a lot of our pet decks are getting good support. Shine.
That's what I mean. Like a lot of us are going
Mastery,
kind of
Major
back towards our roots and stuff. I'm gonna get to you in a
Examon.
moment. You wait.
But like,
Yeah.
there's a few decks from it that I quite like the look of. Yeah, I think Masty's probably what I'm going to be playing.
What do you think is gonna be the best deck coming from 21?
Honestly, I have to stick with Gallant. Gallant, I feel like, has just good stuff.
Shiro, what deck are you looking forward to playing the most from 21?
Medusamon.
Shine.
You're going shine, don't forget that, yeah.
None of my pet decks are in this set. All my pet decks were in the last set, and they didn't actually give my pet decks support. They just
Don't worry,
redesigned
don't
the whole
worry,
deck.
don't worry. Wait for
Focus on the
22.
here and now, Shiro. Focus on the here and now.
22
Next
gives us so much.
We get the warm one potentially.
We
And
also
all
get,
people.
we get a lot of cool
We'll be
stuff.
I'm apparently getting the
Yeah, because we do
normal.
have the
Family.
PD color.
Nokia.
The only one here.
What deck do you think is gonna be the best going for 21?
Royal Knights.
Royal Knights.
It gets one card of support. You're
I
like,
mean, to be fair, it's
That's enough for me.
It's still going to be up there. It's not going to change much. But like, I'll still.
The most played deck. The most played deck.
Probably half an hour of banter. So like.
The most played deck
Time
will
for
be
more. We can
Gallant.
talk a little bit about 22 and stuff.
So the most
If we want.
played tier 1
can
deck
be
will be
quiet.
Gallant one. The best
We
deck
didn't have
will
a
be
limit.
Royal Knights because
I
Royal
didn't
Knights
realize
beats
the time
Gallant
limit
now.
early tomorrow.
We did warn you.
You did.
I think
Are we-
we've gone through the topic we wanted to.
We have. So
We've had
Also
fun.
got this little guy.
So, I mean, we're just going to quickly.
Why?
Get your hands off.
This is our child. How
Yeah.
you know?
I'm sorry,
not
you
a
could have
child
the middle finger, but on him for like
He's
10
a child.
minutes.
He's a rookie.
It's not.
How did we conceive him if we're not by?
See, he's digital child. So
We
So-
downloaded him.
We
we
can
downloaded him.
quickly just quickly talk a little bit about 22 in terms of hopes for 22 and 23 because they technically come from the same game.
Can I please start? Please let me start.
Okay.
Oh no.
22 is going to be insane. When we get Omnisport, insane. Love it. We'll probably get the Abora Sport. Again, love that. And then, to make it even better, we're getting Eaters. And I don't care what anyone says, we're getting Eaters. And,
Forgetting one.
what's that?
Bees.
Oh, yeah, bees as well. Yeah, bees. I forgot about bees. Yeah, we're getting bee support, finally.
Should have bonded.
You'll be happy.
We get mine and Adam's baby of a deck together.
It might actually be good.
Yeah, we might actually be able to like do stuff with it.
I
On.
love, by the way, we are completely skipping a set to talk about BT22.
With the exit.
Oh
The
yeah,
X9 is before
I
it.
don't care about the X9. Look, I have been saying forever
What?
we
We get
needed.
3 sets in a row of Machine Drum Sport.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
but we forever we have needed eaters in the game. I've said cool concepts. There's lots of cool sort of ideas that eaters could be.
They could do a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I hope that they are because they released an artwork with the eaters in it.
I think the most disappointing thing wouldn't even be eaters not being in the set, because we know they're going to be in the set.
Oh, they've already confirmed it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The most disappointing thing is if they're just not creative with it.
Yes,
If they're just very boring with how the deck plays, like it's just a mother copy.
I
I
really hope that the eaters, like eaters, have obviously got to clear us the biggest potential to kind of give us something new, right? Because a lot of the other stuff that 22 and 23 can give us is
just
like
support.
it's support for decks that just eating something completely new. And I do feel like, I'm going to be honest, I feel like it's going to be a white deck.
100%.
Which is immediately is going to sadly
What gave that away? The fact that they're pure white?
but it's sadly going to make the deck probably terrible.
I have to make up my name means white.
I'm sorry, but I need eaters in my life. You can build them after me, but
Yeah,
I need
like
eaters
it's
in my
sadly
life.
it's going to be the deck's going to be terrible, sadly, just because it's white by color. White as a color's always been terrible.
That's why I say we need a white trim.
One of the things I'm really hoping they do with it is really capitalize on what the eaters are in the game. The fact of they eat the Digimon and stuff. And I really just hope they've got something that's a bit like
We might actually have an Naruto, which is to do with eaters.
Exactly.
I'm hoping they maybe have an effect of some kind that kind of absorbs the opponent's Digimon.
It'd be cool.
Like
I
only
think
if you swing
one
into
thing-
only if you swing into it or something, like nothing like so in general, you know what I mean? Maybe like level 5 go as a
Maybe
Digivolve or
just have it
something.
as an on-play
Or-
effect, that's it. Just
The-
on-play, grab one.
the-
it can't be reused over
The
and over again.
eaters are good at grabbing data,
Yeah.
which is why they're eating Digimon and trying to eat Digimon stuff. So one thing that
I'm
could
gonna
be
be honest,
cool,
it'd be really cool.
the
if Digimon-
evolutions being grabbed could be
What would
interesting.
be also be cool if there's Digimon all tamers because they also technically.
You know what would actually be the coolest? If it was when they hit security, instead of doing a security battle, they absorb the security card.
As a
Because then
evolution,
it means they have pseudo jamming. It means that
These will
One
never.
of the things, like, because obviously EX9.
it means they wouldn't be able to grab option cards because the option cards are the
It'll
attack.
never-
They
No,
can't absorb those
no,
data.
he's the
It'll
thing.
never happen, because then you can't play it in an online tournament.
Why?
It'll be
Never been-
extremely cringe to play in an online tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what card did I check? And I'm just write that down and put it under my card.
Well, no, he has a way to bypass that, which I was about to say. EX9 has shown us that they're willing to start doing Digivolution cards that are upside down. So what's to say if the Eater had an effect of when it hits security, it absorbs
You
it,
grab
but
it upside down,
but
so
it never flips.
doesn't add the effect.
but see, this is the thing that I think
Sense.
eaters would have to be fixed up because when they grab data, they start evolving into like different types based on what they've at. So like,
They could have an effect like
You know-
That'll be really
fucking magic, where it's just a video's combat damage that kills the Digimon.
yeah, I feel
on
though,
play,
like
suck up Digimon or Tamer from your opponent's board.
Isn't that just
But every
kind of
Digimon,
retail?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to die.
I feel like
No.
it should be devolutions. I feel like killing Digimon just with
what
their
I was
effects
about to
is a bit
say
too much.
to add to it is for every card underneath the source reduced Digivolution cost.
But
It is.
yeah,
I mean, like, right
I think
behind-
eaters should be cool. The other thing I kind of like hope they do is something to do with the de-digivolving aspect,
Mm.
They're
because
going to be doing reveals.
de-digivolving's
Same
really de-digivolving's really weird, and it's in Cyber Sleuth, it's in Hacker's Memory. You have to de-digivolve in order to get better
Yeah.
Digimon. It'd be cool if they did something to do with de-digivolving because of the games.
Potentially. I'm honestly, I don't care about eaters that much. I think they're cool being in the game. I'm out of 22. Alphamon, I hope gets a good card
Well-
finally.
Theoretically,
Yes.
22 is going to be more Raw Knight support.
Yeah, I hope Alphamon gets a good card again finally. Please.
Also,
Alpha-
the actual Alphamon in the
I mean,
thing.
Yeah.
It's also gonna, honestly, what we're probably going to see is that Tamer being able to walk into Alphamon.
That would be incredible. I would love that.
Or having the actual, I forget her name, but the detective woman as a card.
That's what I'm
and,
saying. Like
what-
she hers a card as a Tamer, and her ability is to somehow just the Digivolve straight to Alphamon because he is.
It would probably not be a Digivolve. It might be just like a delete the tamer to play Alphamon or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Like because the disguise is being revealed.
or a biomerge.
Which also technically means you would get something similar for
Even a Mind
Lord
Link could work.
Nightmon. Lord Nightmon would get something similar.
A lot of them would.
Well,
We
no,
have-
they're the only two that are
Who
actually
gives a shit about all that? Cranium on motherfuckers. That's
We
what it's all
got
about.
confirmed All Force support as
Yes.
well. So
Yeah.
All Force could come back in.
Really,
that
yeah.
way.
The arena.
Yeah, because the
A new waifu.
arenas are really
All
good in
Force is
that.
just like always
Creamy
there,
ammo.
though. I don't
Creamy
think it's ever
ammo.
like dropped.
Creamy
It'll just
ammo.
never really like.
You're really
ammo.
close to the
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah, you are the closest.
Hey, but no one's listening to this part of the podcast, or the cranium.
Yes, I hope so.
Honestly, though, you're right about a lot of things there, Ian, as well as the fact of what do you call that?
This is us just shit talking now, guys.
You've got lots of Royal Knight support probably coming.
Yeah, it's going
'cause
awkward for me. I can't
Like-
get back in position.
that,
Stop.
I'm
that,
just
Oh
standing.
yeah, you're on camera.
I'm on camera. I'm at the back.
that is a point. Like in the Cyber Sleuth game, it was all about the Royal Knights. Like you're going to get lots of Royal Knight support.
No.
Machine Dramon, though.
Machine run, yeah.
Yeah, you give him Shinramon support.
Yeah.
I really hope you get a new tamer. I really think the like
We'll probably
the ghost guy tamer would be cool. The like guy that's like the pale ghost. I forget the actual name of the guy, but
He's very pale looking.
the one that the sister pretends to be. She logs in his account.
Okay.
Rika or something. We'll probably have
Feel the ghost guy.
what do you call the girl from the prequel, and she turns into the actual Digimon with the butterfly wings?
Oh, it's not prequel, is it? They
is.
run along the same
It's
time.
not at the same time, yeah.
Yeah. That'll be in 23. That'll be in the Hackers memory set. Hackers
Oh, that might be a cool deck.
Slumber.
That might be
Hackers
a cool
Slumber.
deck.
I think
that would be cool.
I think Hoodymon will be the first white hybrid. I think it'll be a white hybrid card. I think they'll make the
What are you
tamer
doing
white.
to my boy? It's fucking fragile.
Yeah, our boy, Cheryl, our boy. Like if either of us are playing Diabormon, we have to have this
I
boy.
don't want to like position his
I
fingers to
actually
do the
want to
like.
build them now.
He's,
no, there is
he's,
like a ghost
he's
guy.
going away, never to be seen.
Yeah,
again.
you're looking at him now, aren't you?
He's cute.
He's the one that originally played as Machindramon. It's his account that has it, but his sister logs
Oh,
into in
no,
the story. Yeah, which is kind
Oh
of
my god,
cool.
that's so me. I would so be like a guy.
What are we on about?
But that's what I'm saying.
Machindramon gamer.
His sister logs into his account and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
uses Machindramon.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Trevor. I've not played the game yet.
Well, that's your
Well,
fault for playing Hackers
I
Memory
know.
first.
Also, to point out the sister that logs into his account, her main Digimon after like having her own account is
Rise Greymon?
No, it's it's a Rise Greymon that evolves into Gaiomon.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
She has a
She
Rise
has a Rise
Greymon,
Greymon.
and then upon like
More
finding
Moss
herself
support
and
as well,
stuff.
Trevor.
More
Because she's had her
Maximus.
memories and
New
stuff. Her
Mary.
entire
Get out
account's
the
been
bank account,
opened. And she kind
Trevor.
of like accepts herself for
Rent the
herself.
money.
Her Rise Greymon has a moment with her, and then that's Digivolving into Gaiomon, and that becomes her.
I'm
Digimon.
hoping it'll be a.
Tiger Vespa support
I'm
as
hoping
well.
it'll be a super rare game this time and not a secret rare Mirai, so I can afford it.
Tiger Vespa support?
Yeah, that's
That's
the point.
bees,
This,
Trevor.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
That's what
actually.
I said.
Oh, right, okay, you meant that for B support.
That's the point,
We do
actually.
get Liberator support though in that set. doesn't
When-
it?
When-
It probably won't be bees again.
No,
No,
but
it
that's what I'm saying. When does the B support come out?
The main thing's not
It's
good.
22.
22. But it won't be
But it will be
Liberators.
Liberator.
No, I mean
Forever.
the Liberator B support. When does it come out?
There's
Because
There's no confirmation.
Oh,
on
no,
it.
no. The only
Forever.
new Liberator
Not
B
yet.
support is the
So
promo,
new.
is the
The
promo, which is
here.
as
Right.
of this tournament.
Yeah.
Kara
it's
is
a-
all we need.
It's a tournament.
Arata's gonna be for the Eater deck, and I'm gonna be really sad. And there's something
It's gonna be for both, and it's gonna work fine for both.
I will
Yeah.
laugh.
We get Eaters in Diabormon.
That's a good idea.
They just eat your tokens.
Which they'll never print themselves.
To point
That's
out,
what I would like to
there's
print
a
them.
chance that the weird scientist dude could be a tamer for
For
Royal
Eaters.
Knights.
He would be Eaters as well, right? Because he's always.
Yeah, but I don't know the lore of. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the lore of Cyber Sleuth very well. at all. I speed through the text box. I just play the game.
There's
I
the
just- I
speed.
just-
There's
So the
Cyber
reason I
Star.
say he could be a tamer for Royal Knights is because at the very end of Cyber Sleuth, he uses the Eaters to combine with King Drazel, I believe it is.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Like
Weird. I don't want to think about how that would work in the card game.
So there's like there's an Eater King Drazel.
Yeah.
more Royal Knight support, new egg.
I think EX9 could be interesting, right? Because it's based on
The original
yeah,
Tamagotchi type stuff.
and Numamon was on that. So Numamon's gonna be best deck again, guys. Mon's gonna
We're
get
back.
support. We're back in action. Machine Dramon.
Just remember, Adam, that it's not your deck, it's Amy's deck.
We're going
Okay?
into a black format, guys. We've got Galacticmon, Machine Dramon, Monzai,
Gala.
Diaboramon.
Alphamon.
Alphamon. We are
built the deck.
we are back to black.
Honestly, that's a point though. All the Royal Knights get supported.
That'd be
Yeah,
really
which is-
cool, like
which
podcast
is
and
gonna
back
be-
to
Well,
black.
something to mention about BT22 as a set though. It's gonna be a set that's got double fucking waifu in it.
Mireille.
And the thing is, Mireille has
All
a
I will say is Arena's not confirmed for 22.
She will be. Like the one that honestly, the one I'd be skeptical about is actually Mireille, because
Yeah.
Mireille pops up in both games. She pops up more as a main thing in Cyber Sleuth because she's the reason you get to Rena's dimension to
Like
recruit.
Mastimum.
Because you find because
Oh, I forgot Rena actually appears in
I don't know
Cyber
Yeah,
the
it's-
context of the games either.
no because
It's just words.
so the,
I just got
the
the
context
one.
is while they're all nice before they come through, they talk about like they're trying to catch Craniumon. And like the only Digimon that can catch Craniumon speed is
Damn.
Yulforce. Like, let's find Yulforce Vegemon to capture him then.
It's not Craniumon, it's Consaramon.
Cheryl wants you to mention that there's a third waifu. Knock
I'll get to that.
To be fair, it's not Craniumon, it's Consaramon.
Consaramon, sorry. But yeah, it's like
Or whatever the fuck it's called.
they want to
otherwise.
capture. He wants to
Thank
capture Consaramon, and
Torusmon might finally be good.
yeah, so they want to capture Consaramon, and they're like, Yulforce is the only Digimon that can capture him with his
Never
speed.
allowed to be.
However, the Eaters got to Yulforce, so he's dead. So
Yeah,
it's like,
Yulforce
okay.
is dead in Cybersmith.
And then Mira is like, he's dead in this dimension, but in a different dimension he lives. So let me take my black cat and my white cat that's really secretly Andrewumon and Lady Debbie, make them into their Digimon, DNA to Massimon. Massimon uses the powers to open the dimension door. You go through, and there's Rena with a V1. Yeah,
She could do
Massimon
that.
has the power to open dimensions, apparently, especially with the help of Mireille. And you go to this other dimension, and you find Rena, and you find, oh yes, I've got Yulforce, he's my buddy. Here he is, as a Vmon, because Barbamon stole his powers.
Yeah, I have to go back and have to get the powers back before coming back and then Digivolving deal.
Spoilers.
Video
I've been
games.
told all this before.
Oh. Okay.
Honestly, the best thing I like about that though is the fact that the Angel Woman is the white cat and the Lady Devilmon's the black cat, and the black cat sits mostly outside the digital world in like the main world, and it's the most hilarious
I
thing.
miscounted. There's going to be 4 sets of Machine Dramon support because you go the Alliance Inheritable in BT21, you go EX9, which is focused a lot on cyborgs. There was 5 cyborg cards revealed straight away without their effects, but
What, for
revealed.
EX? Oh, right,
For EX9. Then you got BT22 Machine Dramon support, because Machine Dramon Gamer's going to be on it. And then you've got EX10, which is villain stuff. So there's going to be a Machine Dramon card.
Villains that correspond to the 21 set, so the anime.
Ooh.
Machine Dramon was a villain in the adventure anime.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 4 sets of Machine Dramon support.
To be fair, they've already.
Cybers.
Well, no. I don't think the
I
villain
got the
set is
Liberator
going to
line.
be direct Machine Drum.
Probably not. It's probably going to
Because
be another
Apocalypse
Machine.
already been confirmed.
It's probably
going
gonna be
to so
not
it's
be able to
Dark
use it.
Masters probably.
So what
Maybe
we've got
they'll
is
learn though.
Amnesia
this
might
is
be back.
going to be a big deck of the next few
Dark
formats.
Masters. You
I
might
don't
have
know.
Nothing
No.
to bash,
No.
Josh, it's
No,
gonna be
it's just
No.
Amy playing it.
It's
just
Amy's going to be happy.
Amy's like, I've got all these new
Okay.
cards. I can play Machindra.
I'm
It'll
just
feel
here
different.
for the shiny cardboard.
Yes.
That's just me.
Look, it's okay. We have Nokia as well.
Yeah.
I like my villains.
That means Agumon, Gabumon.
Hey, I get Black Wolverine villain set.
A new
Omnimon.
Orgra, a new Metal Guru.
Yeah, we'll get in Malguru.
I'm gonna be honest.
the Tiger
BT21
Vespa
is when
was also
I
a
sort of
waifu.
stopped
Yeah.
being.
That's when you peak.
That's another point. Actually,
Yeah, after that, I don't know what I should be
the,
excited for.
the Tiger Vespa
I'm
is
hoping
going to
you
have a
look right
waifu
or
tax on it as well.
I'm going to be honest. Like, you know,
Just the tamer.
you know what you need to do for BT21 before before we get to 22. You need to top 16 with Shine.
If there's a regional, sure.
And if you don't,
Because there would have to be online regionals we would have to go to. In between May and July, Lumi, that's how small the gap is.
can I ask as well?
Technically. So, I believe in June there's the next set of regional announcements, but in May, if you're willing to go over to mainland England, there's the Star Regionals.
I
I'm
must
not.
I must say though, what do you call it? We're
Not for
going
a 32-man regional, no.
We're going to
Oh,
be
64, depending on which one.
Still no.
we're going to also be paying waifu tax on bees because the tamers are
A woman.
a woman, so we're going to be paying waifu
She's
tax.
a very angry woman, to be fair.
Yeah.
Hey,
The
some
biggest
people like
waifu
them like that.
tax. The biggest waifu tax will be the Edamon deck that comes out.
Wouldn't it just be Alphamon?
Edamon?
Yeah, Edamon showed up in Cyber Sleuth.
Get a card.
Yeah, he will. It'll just be a card, and I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a card with the CD store in the background.
What do you call Edamon's team and the fucking Rockstar guy? He's annoying as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Elvis?
Oh, yeah, I know who you're on
No,
about.
if
Yeah.
he's in a fuck.
Yes, I'm just remembering about the
Jimmy or
eye
something
star.
like that, yeah.
Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy.
And all his
Damn it,
fans.
Jimmy.
That's the
I
real waifu
just
tax.
remember Jimmy.
Oh, you know what will be really good? A white tamer will be in this set called Mr. Nabbit. And it will be only useful in Eosmog. Because it'll be a white tamer.
It might be good neither.
Well, Nokia will also be a white tamer, probably.
Yeah, Nokia's
Yeah, but it'll be
white
for
tamer.
like Omnimon.
I'm going to be
We're
honest,
also gonna
I would
get
not be
the-
surprised if this Nokia ends up being red-blue.
We're also going to get
That would be
the
nice.
female protagonist this time. instead
Yes.
of male.
Yeah, we're getting the female.
Yeah, we're getting the
protagonist as well.
female
Yeah.
one instead of the male.
She'll definitely be white, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you know how last time we got the
Yeah,
male?
I know, dude. I'm saying she'll definitely be white,
I
right?
also think that the Hoodie, what is it? Hoodie?
Hoodie tamer will be
Will
white.
also be white.
And Hoodie will be white, and we'll have a white hybrid.
One of them has a worm on though.
That's the
That's the
hoodie
Hoodie
Yeah.
tamer.
We might get a new worm on.
We'll get a deck with the green bottom end, and then
Yeah.
the rest is white, which we've never seen before.
This side of the table is really tired.
Yeah. I have to get up at like 8, 6.
I think it's Sam.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a you guys problem. You know what we should
Love
do?
you, Trevor!
You know what we should do to fix this? We'll play a Digimon game to this.
If you lose, you stay. Anyway.
No.
Thank you everyone for listening or watching this podcast. Don't know what when the next one will be, if it will be about. Just keep an eye on Twitters, Discords, all that stuff. There is new socials. I don't know if I'm ready to publicly post them yet, though. There are no socials getting me.
The next podcast will hopefully be watching us open our case
Yes.
and play around with the new decks in it for a bit.
I'd see that more as a video than a podcast.
That would be probably more of a video than a podcast.
It's gonna be a long ass video. Might as well be a podcast.
Was talk shit while opening box.
Yeah, that's
And
hard.
Card game mukbang. There's your video. Continue.
What the hell's that fucking
We
mukbang?
can't
we have
It's one
explained
of those
this
like
to you.
eating
Yeah, we have.
videos.
Clearly, I did not care
You
enough to
didn't
commit
pay
to memory. Well, yes. Thank you all for
Pretty girl.
joining us. We'll be back
Pretty
next
girl.
time. There'll be plenty of deck profiles in the meantime, as well as maybe a couple of matches and stuff. As also some shorts getting uploaded in the meantime as well. Keep an eye on all those. Hope you've all had enough time, and I'll see you next time here. Adios.
Bye. Yeah, no, card game mukbang. I'm a genius, guys.
Card game.